I'm just sharing this talk onto Twitter. We're gonna get some more people in here, and we'll have a good little talk.
Yeah.
Live. Come join us. I'm just sharing the tweet now.
Yeah, sure.
Just putting all my hashtags now. $, jasmy. Select all, copy. Yeah. Yeah, carry on now. Carry on. Let's have a discussion. I'm just sorting out the recording because I'm just gonna record this combo.
Yeah,
We
and
always have
actually,
good.
I have some notes about like jasmy community, and I didn't have the answer till now. You know me that I'm not like the guy who love the like things in a Twitter or whatever. But if you
Yeah,
are
yeah,
investing in something, okay, and like for example, we use like the video, like it's like a meme coin about Hara, and then I use the video that you make it before about uh regarding to jasmy information in general, and like I noticed that almost 1,000 people saw the video, and my question is like only like 10 people give it a like and like 5 people retweet it. Why those people like spending a time to see something that they invest in it and they don't like
because they don't want
participate?
everyone to be rich.
Yeah, they just don't want to participate. So this is like one of the things that we should like talk about it like frankly, why the community is so slow, why the community is not like spending time and effort to okay at least make people read about jasmy, highlighted some good things. I don't know why the jasmy community is so lazy. Or my theory is correct, which is when I told you before that there is no a lot of retail investor. There is no. So most of it,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
There's not a lot of retail investors because their main focus is the corporations and the big institutions and
yeah,
governments, private and public governments. That's what
yeah,
I don't know where I saw it. I saw it a few days ago, but it's about Jasmy, and that's one of their customer bases is private and public governments. So that might be for the smart cities. Those might be private governments. Who knows?
yeah, yeah,
And if you have a private government, then you can restrict who can be in those smart cities because you can, like a border force.
yeah. Because nothing like regarding to jasmy go viral. I mean,
And
if you,
we live in a public government. That's why everyone can do what they want at the minute. But
yeah,
the private governments are going to be for private places where only privateers can go.
yeah, it's like most of the people who following jasmy is not a retail investors. It's like most of them like people who like caring about IT things and the Internet of
Yeah,
Things. Yeah, it's
I've
like,
noticed there's a lot of technical people there.
yeah,
So there's a lot of people who probably even work in the background and they know how big the project is because they're probably working on it.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I've noticed.
yeah. Because when I posted about the Sony chipset, like the one who retweeted the things was a Sony official, uh, Sony
Yeah,
official, and because like there is no really marketing for those things because it goes to big companies, but at least
because
when you hide,
it's the technology within the devices that the people don't have knowledge about. So only
Yeah,
the people who have knowledge of how this technology works will know how big it can be and what it can be used for and how profitable it can be in the long run.
yeah,
Because nobody's going to really invent an idea that's not going to generate profit in a long term
yeah,
situation. And at the minute, data, it seems like that's what Sony's working on as a new business model to generate income
yeah,
because they already have like films and music studios and that copyright kind of stuff anyway that they're dealing.
yeah. And did you see the Mabray that I posted, like the one you can make a realistic 3D, the digital twin about the
Oh,
uh
yeah, about 2 days ago.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like this is amazing. I cover this like I have a talk with Red Blue Dat, and he was really uh excited about it. I mean, it shows
They
exact.
already have like I can do phone clone. Like I have a Huawei phone, and you can do this thing called a phone clone. So when you get a new device, you can just literally press this button, and it puts everything from your phone onto that new phone. It's like instant clone.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
but
like a digital double. But this your digital double will hold all of your information, your health, your citizenship documents, your birth certificate, your heart rate, average heart rate, your blood type,
yeah,
your internet search history, the kind of foods that you like to eat. That's how I see the digital double because it will to be a double of something you'd have to know everything about that something, and how would you know that from
yeah,
the sensors built in the devices?
and this will open the doors for open data, because they are talking about the open data industry. Like when you have a data, but when you want to make it like really profitable, like you must make it open data. This is why the study that we covered months ago about the open data in the United States, only like seven industry can generate between trillion to $5 trillion. So it's like a really a new market, and every country, when the privacy law will be activated, like, and I
Is
also
it
posted,
already activated in China, isn't it?
yeah, China, the first country in January. Japan, they have amendment, okay, on their law. But the last study about the privacy protection law, the one that we covered was on January, and it was about their prediction that 65% of the total population of the world will be under the privacy protection law. But now they just posted another study expecting for 2024, and they said it will cover 75% of the total population, which
Of the world.
means, yeah, of the world, yeah. And this means that you have now you transfer the idea of data to be overseas, to be a local thing. When you have a local data, then the the price will go up because of the demand overseas. So, like for example, if you are a PhD student in UK or United States, and you wanna study the Asian dental issue in Asia, now you don't have an access for it. You don't have a statistic for it. So you must pay, okay, in order
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get information. So this is like one example, and it's keep going on. Like the customer uh, desire goods, the daily routine. As you mentioned, it will when you have this is digital twin things. This is mean you as individual, okay, you will transfer all your data, all your behavior, all everything related to you, like to uh a new platform which have the AI to analyze it, and then it can be an asset. People would
Yeah.
pay money.
They'd
Yeah,
put value to the data, but data's already valuable anyway, because when companies are getting fined
yeah,
billions in fines for data breaches, then it says a lot. That was Facebook. They've changed their name to Meta, and they've only recently been sued again
yeah.
for data breaches.
And and you remember when Facebook threatened Europe that they will shut down Facebook there, and said the
Yeah.
German and the France minister, they said we are fine with that. I mean, from now on, like every country will have its own data, and in order to have an access for that, you should pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what the data locker kind of concept's about, isn't it?
yeah. The BDL. This is how, because we covered that many time, and when I found it, if you go to Jasmy Global website, you would, they said like two things, two important things in it. First of all, they said as individual, you will have the control over your data. And if you want to sell it, okay, even if you sell it, you have the ability to track your data. And this is something you need. Okay. So even if you as individual give the permission for them to sell your data, you still know exactly which company or which third party is taking those data. And as we talked before, this means that the data itself encrypted in a way. How can you follow your data? Okay, how can you track your data if it is not was encrypted by a
It would
technology like
probably
stamp?
be encrypted to your specific devices.
Yeah, which mean
So you'd only
everything.
be able to access it on your specific devices. You probably have to have like a two-factor authentication,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, or a Google Authenticate or something attached to it.
yeah, this
There'd be
is what.
many levels of security, definitely.
Yeah, which mean what makes sense that your data will be like NFT. This is why Japanese people like focusing on NFT technology, because when you have the ability to track, okay, everything that you give them permission, this is mean everything related to you have its own unique like coding. It's like
Yeah.
the only thing that make is NFT.
Yeah. So it would
Yeah,
not just be encrypted by a code, it would be encrypted by a picture.
yeah. And the other thing that they said it will be the Jasmy will have appropriate royalty, okay, on like in exchange in order to exchange data with the third party. So I don't know how the system will work, but Jasmy uh, will take a percentage, okay,
Yeah.
from this asset.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Jasmine is making money like the exchanges are making money
yeah. I'm not
on
afraid.
every
I mean,
transaction.
if they are stick with their timeline and with their plan, I think Jasmine is separated from one day it will separate it from the whole market. I mean, it will have its own identity. Who knows? Maybe if the market collapse and Bitcoin go more down, Jasmine can go up because it's related to many catalysts. I mean, and most of
I
this
think
that
I think that ties into what we first said when you joined. Remember when you first joined the YouTube,
yeah,
and you said that the Japanese do not focus on the money; they're focusing on the brand first. So they're building the brand,
yeah,
and everything else will come afterwards. They don't need to try to sell this because it will sell itself. It's its own kind of thing.
yeah, yeah, and
And
they really focus on the brand itself, and the long-term sustainability. The long-term sustainability. So if you go to Japan and you bring $1 billion with you and tell Toyota or Panasonic or even Jasmy, I want your partner. This is to be in UK or whatever. They said they will tell you, give me like your strategy plan, how you will maintain your work with us, like for the 25,
Yeah.
the for the next 25 years. So they don't care that you make money in 1 year or 2 years. This is like their partnership is in the long term because this is how they calculate how they will maintain their success. And like every company success is a part of Japanese economy success. So they work like a team. Okay, this is why they focus on the long term uh, profit, not like
They're not
short.
worried about the short term, and 1 or 2 years is short term to them guys.
Yeah, because like even the individual in Japan, and we covered that before, like people in Japan have a lot of money. When they don't spend it, they almost the householder in Japan they have $7 trillion, okay, which is like 8 times of the whole crypto market. So like Japanese are rich people, but they don't spend money. This is why they have a deflation. And what's happening now in the economy, like globally and even in Japan, if maybe for the Western country is painful, but for the Japanese decision maker, it's an opportunity for them to beat the deflation there.
Yeah. I'm just sorting my chart out quickly. I'm just
Yes.
sorting out a trajectory line, working out what price it's going to jump to when it climbs out of this pit. But yeah, if anybody else has got anything to say as well, please contribute. This is an open discussion. How you doing, SW? How you doing, Emperor?
I'm good. How is everyone doing today?
We good, man. We good.
Nice. But regarding the price speculation, I'm estimating probably like double to where it's at right now currently. But I think maybe by Q1, maybe.
I'm thinking more than double. I'm
More?
thinking it's gonna go to it's gonna go to like about a yen price, maybe
About the
above.
yen
I
price.
reckon it can go to 1.2 cent.
Have you looked at the Japanese yen to the US dollar?
Nah, I haven't actually.
Have a look
What's
at
that
that.
looking like?
Have a look at it and see if you notice anything. I don't know. I think that there's a correlation between the two potentially.
Let's see. Let's see. Uber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, carry on, man. Carry on talking, man.
Yeah, actually, I was trying to make assumption about if Jasmy is, let us say, assume it's 1 yen, okay, which is means 0.008 of the cent, or let us say it's 1 cent, okay. So, like, as a company, who are expecting that the payment for the service will be in the Jasmy coin, okay, how much revenue they will have? They had a lot of expenses that they must use.
Wow. The
Yeah.
US dollar is about the same as the yen.
Seeing it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that there's something happening with because recently there was a stock where there was $80 trillion missing from FX swaps and forex swaps and whatnot. What I believe to be the case is that 80 trillion was used to short the Japanese yen and the euro against the US dollar.
And have you noticed the FTX news about Japan?
Yeah. FTX
Coincidence.
pay all the users, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Coincidence? Would you say that's coincidence?
No, I don't think there's any such thing as a coincidence. I think everything happens for a reason, and I think
I think they're trying to signal to the world about Japan. They're trying to signal to say, hey, look, yeah, this is where you need to go, Japan.
Yeah.
I agree 100%, bro.
They do
Yeah,
everything in plain sight.
It shows the regulation and the law in Japan is the most like valuable things to the crypto. The FTX, they started to refund the user of FTX in Japan, or only the news that they will refund?
I don't know. I think they said they're going to do it till March or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because now even the Luna guy is accusing FTX that they are the reason that they make Luna collapse, and somehow I believe Luna and Jasmy will have like a big bump in the future, and because
I don't think that was. Remember, Uber, you said it before it happened. The Luna upgrade.
yeah,
Remember, you said that before it happened. So I don't think that was all by chance. Luna needed to do that. Luna needed to do that so they can upgrade, and that probably cost some money. So they liquidated everyone.
yeah, and actually the one who accumulating Luna is Coinbase now. If you go, because there is two type of Luna, the walled Luna and the Rob Luna and the Luna itself. So the one that you can buy it from Luna before and Coinbase was the Rob Luna, the W Luna. And now Coinbase is really accumulating that. And this is like equivalent of Luna and Ethereum blockchain. So why they are accumulating things if they don't expecting it will go? And by the way, the Luna mining was generating like 6 trillion. The robbed Luna is only 300 billion. Okay. And most of it is in 2 or 3 wallets. So if this will be, because you need something equivalent to because Luna it's have its own blockchain. Uh, it's different from Ethereum, which is IRC20. So they create something equivalent to Luna in order to use it, and so the price. I think the price will go up one day. They will. And who was the main one who lost like a lot of money in that was Binance. Binance like lost like about approximately like $3 billion.
Yeah, overnight. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and if it is correct, and the FTX was behind that, and I think Binance like hit back very hardly, because the one who lead to the collapse of FTX was Binance. But I don't think it's like,
Binance was the first exchange to give the users their funds back.
yeah, and I don't think it's a personal thing. Everything is really calculated, and there is no coincidence. And timing mean a lot of things, even the sequence
That's why I agree with what Emperor said, because he has a point, man. And it's definitely timing is everything, man. Especially if there's things happening that are connected to that. But then we got to understand that sometimes these things that are connected to what's happened, it's just a chain reaction, because it's all connected in some way. So it's a chain reaction. When one thing gets affected, another thing gets affected, and it has a knock-on effect on everyone else.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle, and you have to like find those clues, okay, in order to
And this
solve it.
is and this is why I'm into Jasmy, because Jasmy is not like any of the other projects. It is
Yeah,
its own thing. It is its own thing, and it's purely based on data and how data is shared. So as long as they have their own concept, it doesn't matter if other coins are falling.
yeah. If the whole system, I
Jasmy
mean,
has the potential to actually do something because it has usefulness. It has
yeah,
a different purpose from just being currency or a security. It has more purpose. It has more use.
100%. But it seems that they have about $138 million in cash and deposits for the Japanese subsidiary, which is like about 20 billion yen.
20 billion yen. You know how much
Yeah,
money that is.
it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Now imagine if the yen bounced. Oh my god.
I'm looking at the chart, and it looks like since November it started to do a gradual climb.
Yeah, which is funny because companies that are based in Japan, they have to pay taxes 2 times a year. One's in November, and the other I think is like near May or something like that. But I think November was like the time which they use that money to prop up the yen, essentially.
Yep, they used it in their economy.
Yep.
Recycling money, man. They're just recycling. They collect it.
Yeah, but I
The
think
whole purpose of money, they just don't want people to be hoarding it. They want people to have a reason to spend it so it stays circulating. And that's
yeah,
the whole use of money, is to have it circulating so it's flowing. It's going into everybody's hands at some point at the stage.
yeah. But the only problem is that like with the Japanese yen itself is that like people aren't spending it, right? Like
You know
this
what?
bear
You
market
just
is just
reminded
showing like
me. You just
everybody's just
reminded me of a Lucas Joyner song. Have you seen the video? It's called "Keep It 100." And it's about a note, and a money note, like $100 bill, and it follows its whole journey. It passes hands, and the different people's hands it passes through. I'm gonna post it in the music section in a sec. But carry on. Sorry for cutting you up there. Yeah, Empress.
Yo, sorry about that. No, I don't know. I think the 80 trillion that was missing from the market, it was just used to short everything else. And I think that like in January, I think we should see a reversal. When assuming that my speculation is correct, we should expect a repayment of that FX swap because normally these last about a year. So I think that they did it at the beginning of the year last year, and then that capital is going to be allocated to uh, rebuying certain assets and currencies and everything, which may cause the market to go up significantly, which is what I believe
Yeah,
to be the case.
yeah, man. I definitely feel that the market is gonna make some upward action soon. It's had many falls. Like, let's have a look at Bitcoin, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin had a crazy fall on the 8th of November, and the crazy fall before that was around 12th of June. June, July, August, September, October, November. 6 months, exactly 6 months after.
did you notice like there was like a campaign to attack USDT in the last 2 days, and on the other hand, they are supporting the USDC. So it's like because there is like a money problem behind like USDT, which is the like most stable coin used in trading. But Coinbase itself like have a campaign now. If you buy 100 USDC, you will be like in this lottery things. But in general, I noticed that there is a lot of people covering, okay, the risk of the USDT and how the USDC is better than that. I think also the timing about talking about stablecoin, especially USDT, mean a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's the American market's one of the biggest markets in the world for crypto. They have the most independent people who are into crypto. So just average people like me and you who are into crypto. America has the most.
Yeah. And the second holder
Yeah,
of
that
Bitcoin
now I'm right
is
now.
the Japanese, is the Chinese government. Do you know that?
Yeah, yeah. China hold the most crypto, yeah, and Russia as well.
I can see why.
The most Bitcoin has been brought with the Russian ruble.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
didn't they not have access to like the Swift banking system or something like that? They weren't
Yeah,
allowed to move their money, right?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They use
but
that
now,
Swift banking system in the travel in the travel in the UK. So if you get on a bus in the UK, it's the Swift payment system that does the transaction, the contactless payment from your phone and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting.
yeah,
I
but
wonder
this,
where that country, where that company was originated. Maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe it originated near it, and it had some links to some Russian people, and they thought, oh, that's a bit of a threat to security. You
do
know what I
you do
mean?
you do you like follow the news that China and Russia just wanna make their own way to they don't depend on dollar anymore.
You know, a lot of people talk about China and Russia, but nobody talks about the debt that the US has and other nations have to those nations. And what it is, they don't want to pay the debt, so they make up these stories to. Back in the day, they used religion to start wars. They'd you know what I mean? So I don't
Yeah,
really listen to the propaganda too much. I acknowledge it, but I don't take it literally.
no,
They're
I
all in
was
on it at the same time, and everyone's in on this pandemic thing, or every country's in on it, every government's in on it, and they're all going along with it
Yeah.
because they all
yeah.
got it. They've all got these standards to set to make this appearance that hey, we're doing the safe thing. Everyone's just playing a game.
Y'all hear me?
You
Y'all
know
can
what I
hear
mean?
me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
So I'm doing good, brother. So I'm very fascinated actually by this pilot program that's going on. I want to see everything that falls out after they come out with all the reports from all the banks trying this new pilot program. Because the amount of funding that's going into these things is fucking astronomical in such a short scheming period of time. Especially the time of when this is being released is so specific also. So,
Yeah.
and the Federal Reserve is so involved in this too. I want to see like that's what I'm very focused on at the moment, honestly.
I think the central bank digital currencies are going to be like Circle. Like one of the players is going to be Circle, but there's other companies out there with like their own bit license based in New York. They also have a lot of like these licenses where they're able to print money out of thin air, basically, right?
More DeFi,
ZUSD.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
With
what
more
they've been doing
DeFi
for the last
systems,
year.
Yeah,
but
but
if
it
you have
makes
more
sense.
decentralized DeFi systems opening within the next 5 years, you're going to see everything at that point centralized just go up and down in waves for the next 5 years until there's really nothing left of it. Because things
Yeah.
like what we're invested in, we can't have what we want come off the ground unless it's properly decentralized. They're running through the right DeFi units, and it's just not possible. The regulations are still too crippling right now. And once those free, I mean, people like us are gonna. I mean, we can run our mouths to whoever because we were in on things like this so early. But that's what it is. So
Like at the end of the day, bro, you don't really have to follow regulations. If you got a fucking problem with it and everything, just go offshore. Like all these guys are saying, "Oh no, the regulations and shit." Like, why would you follow laws that these people don't follow in the first place? You know, like these people are fucking sinister bastards and everything, and they don't even follow the laws that they write. Look at Nancy Pelosi. She's literally one of the best traders in
in
the.
the U.S., that's
It,
why.
it,
So
it's all bullshit. That's the only problem with it. You know, that's why like I don't know.
they say be a business owner here in the U.S., but at the same
You know
time,
what
it's
I've
so
noticed about
backstabbing.
politicians?
It's horrible.
Politicians are smart with words, but they don't actually say anything intelligent. They never say anything intelligent. It's like a circus show these days.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
look at the
know?
whole incident with like, I say this all the time. It's like It's like if you put, a disabled person who has no idea what they're talking about on the news, you're going to listen to that person. And it's like the media. It's like nowadays you'll see somebody in the media who literally is somebody who literally can't think to a certain mental capacity, and then you have people.
Let's just say I'd get health
Scary.
advice off a disabled person because they've probably experienced things that I haven't, and they could probably tell me things. But I wouldn't get housing advice off a homeless guy, and I wouldn't get financial advice off a homeless guy.
Exactly.
But where there's
Exactly.
things that you can learn from, sometimes it is good to listen to those who have actually experienced and had a different experience from somebody else.
Yeah.
We could all get on the same bus every day, but your experience on that bus might be different to mine every day.
It's like with doctors. It's like with doctors and the same thing. It's like, why would I listen to a doctor that's never helped a patient versus a patient who's experienced what somebody who has never been involved. It's just the same. Look, I completely understand what you're saying. It's ridiculous. And you have these billion-dollar media companies that are pouring all this money into things that don't matter, but then you have people that listen and follow to it. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
The one thing I never listen to on the internet is, when somebody goes, I know what I'm talking about. I've been in finance for years. When people say that, I'm like, one of those ones.
That means their life is crumbling.
I know people who went to university and they was just partying and drinking every day. Doesn't mean they learnt anything.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you go to school to get indoctrinated, bro. All this is just indoctrination and all that shit and everything. And anybody that bent for it, they got screwed. That's all it is.
As books became free on the internet, I knew college was going to become a scam at some point, and it will.
Oh, it was always a scam, though.
Oh,
bro.
no, but I'm talking to the point where it's like you could even have one of the stupidest people in front of you understand this. I mean, it is so heinous at this point. I mean, Jesus, holy fuck.
They want people who textbooks people, textbook people who are like, yeah.
I'm sure we're going to see advertisements in the government telling people why you shouldn't use your fingers and your toes, and it's better to just be a fucking nub. I mean, it's like, dude, what the vaccine, fuck?
Boy.
Oh my god, Jesus, fuck.
They're just seeing how dumb people are, because there's actually people that are going and go along with this stuff.
You know what's funny is I love how you can't find any of the TED Talks of Gates when he was really young talking about what his perfect world of population would be. I find that so funny how you can't find that video anymore. Love that.
Stop noticing things.
What it is, there's plenty of space. There's plenty of space on the planet. Yeah. What the issue is they're corrupting the mind, because most of the stuff on the TV, it's all negative, or in some way, like you get Netflix, you can learn how to be Pablo Escobar, you can learn how to get away with flipping murder. They've got all the
corruption. And then Hollywood also loves it because it gives them something to create stuff off of as well.
All of the kids musicians that they like listening to are all druggies. So what, and killing each other. So it's the programming.
No, we just live in a very
in the
sick
schools
world,
as well.
We live in a sick world.
And what a lot of it has to do with money. People literally just turn up to jobs because it pays the bills, not because they want to do them or they want to, make an improvement on something. They're doing it purely because of it pays the bills. That's it.
Never bend.
The more options you give someone, the more excuses you give them to make. And look at what has happened in such a short span of time. People are their own worst enemy.
It's been a controlled demolition.
Well, no, they've kind of become so smart. I give
planned.
props to people at the top because they've now made it to where we are now our own worst enemy, and there's nothing we can really do. But
no, we're not. They want us to think that.
Yeah.
Well, people like us. I'm not worried about people like us, but for the mass majority, I mean, they're beyond fun.
How you've got to look at it is, you are not your government, and your government is not you. So nobody can tell you what to do. And
they can only influence your decisions. That's all they can do.
Governments are all fiction. It's all fiction made. It's from feudalism and those kind of things. And feudalism comes from the old school kings and queens from the medieval times, the Dark Ages. So it was like nobody has ownership of anything. Oh, it's a bit mad how that's the World Economic Forum's objective. Sounds like feudalism to me. But yeah, man, the reason why nobody recognizes it and is going along with it is because we haven't lived in the times when those things existed. Let's just say, for example, we were not born when World War One and Two was happening, so we're ignorant to the reasons why those things happened. Many people are ignorant because didn't have to live through that stuff, so they're just ungrateful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's this Generation Z, especially the generation where they get offended by they get offended if you say you're doing something wrong. That's wrong what you're doing. You can't teach if you tell somebody, hey, you can't teach my kids that man and man can be together. You can't teach them. They'll get offended. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's just weird stuff. And it's done. It's
just propaganda,
deliberately
bro.
done. It's deliberately done to alienate you because that's what colonialism was. They went to somewhere else. They took the kids and they indoctrinated the kids and taught the kids that, hey, your people don't live in the right way. They're savages. That's the savage way to live. They alienate them with something foreign, and boom, next thing you know, half the world speaks English.
Look at how unhealthy the average human being has become. Also, it's fucking insane how unhealthy people are now. It's fucking
I was speaking to this woman on Xbox yesterday about healthy food and stuff, and she's like, "Yeah, I eat healthily." And then half an hour later, she's like, "Let me just drink my Gatorade." Yeah, man. They make all the packaging look flashy and appealing. They put it on the advert so the kids see the advert.
I prefer to eat what I can find in nature, not what I can only find in a fucking lab. So I try to stick to what I fucking ate from growing
But the
up
thing
to
is,
now.
limited to land space. So there's only so much you can grow in your garden, and that can
I
only
feel
feed
so
you
bad
to
for people
solar.
living in dense cities. Like dense cities, people are going to become so unhealthy in the next 10 years. I mean, they're going to look incompetent. Like, I mean,
if you're smart enough, there's some technology out there, where you can
I own a
actually
shitload of land. I'm very fortunate. I'm very, very lucky.
build a vertical farm. That's all I'm saying. Build a vertical farm, have it running off aeroponics.
I have warehousing that runs through the back integrated log areas through my.
Yeah, man.
Through my
That's the future of food.
What's
There's
really
gonna be
funny is
vertical farms.
Oh yeah, people find creeks disgusting all across the U.S., but people don't know how to filtrate creeks, and then you can.
This is what jasmine is gonna be used for, dude. Things like vertical farms, all your machines and everything will
I
be
was doing
connected.
research for a vertical farming. I was doing it for an agricultural. It's called Agritech. Company was called Agritech. I was doing a ton of research for them over
You can have it
COVID.
automated, so it feeds the plants itself. You never even have to walk in there.
We
You
ran
don't
it
have
through
to
a
walk in
beta.
to change the height of the light.
Yeah, we ran it through a beta software system called a CTST, and it was so fucked up though. So much testing, so many things. But I mean, once we won't manage it, all these systems will run it, and we won't have anything to do with them once they run themselves. But it's so efficient. It's unbelievable. People have no idea how amazing those things are. It's so great. So amazing. Fuck.
Man, there's always money in food. People always need to eat. People always need the haircut as well.
I only go to the butchery for meat. That's the only thing I fucking go to. I mean, it's like I got fucking 4,000 pounds of fucking granular rice that'll last me, what, 80 fucking years? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, shouts out to my prepping community. Let's go.
Well, no, it's just the fact that I've grown up half a city boy and half a farm boy my whole life. So it's like, I'm very.
Who just knows that you get it cheaper when you buy it in bulk, man.
Absolutely wholesale, baby. Who the fuck buys
Wholesale?
retail? God, fuck. You were getting
Like,
cheated.
we don't buy ground beef, bro. We buy steers.
Yes. If you're not, don't
Oh,
have the balls enough to kill the steer, God help you. You gotta
that's
walk
over,
right.
bro. It's fucking
You gotta
over.
butcher it yourself, boy. Come on.
Oh my god, it's actually over if that's the case, bro. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I've yet to try moose, but I've tried venison.
It's not good. It's
not good.
It's not good. It's like
Oh,
literally
is it?
eating an over. It's like eating an overcooked burger. Swear to God, it is.
Shut up.
No, I'm not
Oh,
fucking. Do you know
the
how much muscle?
Oh,
You know how much muscle is on a fucking moose? Do you know how big a fucking moose? They're like the size of my goddamn truck.
yeah, it's actually kind of crazy thinking about it now. I'm like, I've never seen a moose before. Like
They're
a
the
couple
size
years
of an
back, man.
F-150.
Yeah, bro, they're massive, bro. They're like, bro, I
Holy
don't understand
fuck.
why we didn't ride mooses, bro. Why the fuck did we like domesticate these things?
It's
Like a camel.
crazy. Oh, I mean, I eat tons of venison. I eat tons of lamb, shank, tons of cuts of ribeye. Ribeyes, I eat a ton of ribeye, tons of red meat. I don't know why people tell you not to eat. Like, who the fuck eats like, I barely eat chicken anymore. Like, think
Liver
about it.
King.
We're a top of
Yeah,
the
red
food
meat.
chain animal, and we're eating one of the most retarded species in a mass quantity, and is the weakest animal. It has no nutrition. It has no.
And that's what, if I was a millionaire, I'd just be eating lions all day. I'd be like,
Oh
catch
my
me a lion.
fucking God.
Lions. Holy
Catch
shit.
me a fucking
Bison.
lion.
I eat, see, when I bulk and I'm putting on a ton of muscle at the time, like during like different time areas of what I'm training for, I'll eat tons of bison. Tons and tons of
Oh,
bison. I mean,
bison. I bet that meat's really juicy and fat.
oh, it's fucking crazy. I make bison burgers with them all the time for lunch as well.
Oh,
It's
man, I want one.
Oh, stop,
fuck.
bro. You're making me hungry.
You got all these people vegan and they're like, be sweet, be healthy. This and I'm like, you look like you're gonna die any day.
Yeah.
You okay? Like, fuck.
No, I'm not okay,
It's
bro. I've been eating too much plants.
I actually feel very, very like strange in the gym nowadays too. I walk in and people just look like they're just. I mean, it's like you have people who look like they're on steroids, and then you just have people who look like they're dying. I mean, it's just one of the most horrible things I've ever seen.
What the hell? Bro, did they
Oh
get
no!
vaccinated?
You know, people are vaccinated in Virginia. Jesus Christ! I live by DC, man. Do you have any idea
Oh,
what the fuck this is like? Holy
I,
shit! People are
I
delusional
can't even
here.
imagine, bro. Fuck, I live in Canada. Fucking everybody here is like fucking vaccinated and shit. I'm like, why would you do this to yourself? They even made you sign a contract saying like, yo, if anything happens, my bad. Like, we're not responsible. What the
Our
fuck?
military is furious over here right now. They are
Well,
very
I can see
unhappy.
why. Yeah, you guys got
A
poisoned. Like,
lot. Oh,
what the hell?
It's way more than that. There's so much to it. It's unbelievable. It is. It
Yeah, but it
is.
was the infrastructure that was behind it. All the
It's yeah.
governments were in on it together, so they're going to pretend that, oh, no, it's so bad, but there was all in on it.
I'm worried because the military is starting to not trust our own implementations of governancy, and they're starting to realize that a fourth
I don't
industrial
trust
revolution.
military people who are trained to
Well, we
kill.
have a fourth industrial revolution starting. What the
Would you
fuck are we
trust the
gonna
person
do?
who's trained to kill? I wouldn't.
Fuck no. Fuck
Imagine
no.
trusting governments.
I mean, what?
Imagine
I mean, what?
trusting the words of somebody you've never met, you never know, and they love fame and the spotlight and making public speeches. You know they're just a narcissist.
I
Yeah,
think it's very funny because if you hear what these people say too, is they say system. They are so obsessed with keeping this system going, even though they're not going to be alive to see any of it. I love
Because people
like
are profiting from it. The people who are at the top, you know, when people are on about Kanye West and all this crap and that.
oh,
It,
they.
like, I don't
I
give a
think
crap
that
because these.
situation is fucking hilarious. Do you think it's hilarious? I
It's all
think it
staged.
is.
I
It's
think
all
it's funny
staged
as
crap.
hell, bro.
No. It's not stated. I think Kanye is a genius. Think about what he's doing for a second, okay? He
It's
is
all staged.
testing. He is testing the fullest limits of freedom of speech. It's like throwing a retard on a
Dude,
news channel.
they're
Are you
all
gonna
connected to the same people
Are
who
you gonna
started the
listen to a
Black Lives Matter.
retard? No, fuck no. No offense. Like you're not gonna listen to a retard. It's the same as Kanye West coming on the news station.
Yeah, but
The
this is my
news
point. This is my point. None of us know Kanye, so why would you trust somebody you don't know?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I don't trust him either.
I've
I don't
never,
believe
I've never
what
met
he's
him.
saying.
I've never met him. I'm not gonna
No.
tell him to. I'm not gonna take his advice on anything.
What's the famous saying is not everybody's your friend, so stop treating them like they are.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like they say that's like one of the most dangerous behaviors you can ever fall into.
You know what
Like
though?
you
But
literally
if
lose
you
instinct of survival doing that.
no,
Like
but
start thinking,
if you do that though, you'd filter out all the bullshit people out of your life, and you'd be left with people that are useful and helpful
yeah.
to you, and you were helpful to them.
Well, it's why I have very reliable people in my life. I think a lot of people don't have very reliable people in their life, and it's very sad. I think it's very, very, pathetic.
I just had to cut out a lot of people and everything because a lot of them told me to take the vaccine and shit, and a lot of them are getting sick now. And I told them not to. Bro, like, I cut people out and everything because, like, they try to inundate me with, like, bro, you need to take the vaccine, bro, or you're gonna go back to normal and shit. And I'm like, nah, bro.
Nah. You know what I watched the other day? I downloaded it. I downloaded a torrent of South Park, the vaccine one. Have you seen it?
The
vaccine
COVID special?
Yeah. Oh, I downloaded it yesterday, and you got the one guy in the town, and everyone's trying to trick him to get the vaccine. No, you're all quarantined. Nobody can come in or out because one guy hasn't got a vaccine. It's like, who's this one guy? We can't disclose that.
Yeah, right.
Wait,
Yeah,
Emperor, are
man.
you who I've been speaking with?
What's that?
Are you okay? So you're who I've been speaking with. Are you new to this Discord? I've never seen you before. Well, welcome to the smart side.
Hey, giggity. Yeah, no,
I have a question for y'all really quick. Have y'all seen the new page that was added to the World Economic Forum's website?
I've not.
It's called, they literally added a new Fourth Industrial Revolution extension to their website.
Oh, God.
It literally has drones all over the page. It has, oh my God, I gotta send y'all. This is crazy. I've never seen this in my life. What the fuck?
And it's kind of inevitable what they're kind of planning or thing. Like, they can.
Oh my God.
It's crazy to think about and everything, man, but, like, you can entirely enslave governments and you can also, like, remove them as quickly as possible. It's kind of crazy. Like, the drones, like, watch, these guys are going to put, like, a 22 LR, round inside of them. And, like, they'll have, like, armies of these things flying around, like, committing, like,
well, it's like what China.
It's the next level.
It's like what China engineers came out with like 2 years ago, talking about, and even you've seen employees for Musk who have even said that these things are possible, where you can create. I mean, who's played Black Ops? Where y'all have seen those little drones that fly around or whatever.
Yeah.
What are they called? Those little dragonfly drones. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, in
America, said
America,
that you can make those for 5 to 6 cents in China. You can put thermal bead tips on them, which is a metal thermal bead where you could literally enslave people in their house in a lockdown where if you try to escape your house, you will just have a drone hunt you down.
I'd smash the drones to bits. They wouldn't be able to do that. They wouldn't be able to do that, man.
You have a drone coming at you at 1,000 miles an hour, not much you can do. They're crazy.
Yeah,
I've
man.
operated drones. I mean, they're fast, man. Drones are a very, very, very scary thing.
What I was gonna say, did anybody see the news the last 2 weeks about in America how they legalizing for robots to kill people?
Yes. The police is now enforcing it. Yes, the police are now sending in dogs. It's crazy. Robotic dogs in the houses, and they're literally dragging people out of their homes with these robotic dogs. It is insane.
Now, you know what I've predicted this many times on this Discord, and I said to everyone, what they aim to do is make a way where they can kill you with a machine and no one is to blame. So let's say if a robot, that's it. So if a robot accidentally kills somebody, they go, oh, well, it was the AI or is the algorithm, or there's an error in the code. We can just change that.
Cars. It's just like with self-driving cars. If my son gets killed by a self-driving car, it's like I'm fucking on the way home from work and I find out about
I'd never have one. I saw a video the other day. I saw a video a few days back.
So much gas.
They put kill switches in Teslas now too. The police can shut your Tesla down with a button.
Nah, have you seen the video where the guy is driving it and it just does its own thing and it goes full speed and doesn't stop, and the guy is it's hitting everything. Bro, it's crazy.
Was it in California? Was that in California?
I don't know. It looked like it was in China or somewhere. It looked like a different country.
California shouldn't be part of the U.S., bro. Like that's
Dude, it's gonna drown. That pipeline's gonna bust at some point. I don't know when that fucking nasty pipeline's gonna bust, but it's gonna fucking holy fuck.
yeah.
That place
Fuck.
is
Yeah, man. What are your guys' talk on other coins anyway? What are the coins you guys into?
What was that?
What are the coins you guys into, by the way? I'm just looking at
Oh.
Silo at the minute.
I'm in Solana. I'm in Origin. I am in XRP. Of course, Silo recently. Silo's been great. It's awesome returns. It's been amazing. Very happy with that. Yeah, other than that, keeping it simple.
I'm in Toncoin, Jasmy, Bitcoin, Monero, a
Toncoin.
little bit of Ethereum.
How you spelling Toncoin? T-U-N? Or
No.
T-O?
Toncoin. It's
Isn't that
Telegram
new?
shit. That's Telegram shitcoin. Unironically.
Oh.
Yeah, they have. So I believe personally, like I think like I said that.
Oh, that's gonna pump hard, man. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. I've never seen this one before. Toncoin. That looks
Well,
good.
you can build like smart contracts inside Telegram and everything, right? Like I'll give you an
No
example.
way.
Here, hold on. But be careful. Okay, I will preface this. Like this is
Dude.
like fucking brand new. They're using a new
That's what I
language
was
as
looking up.
like it's here. Hold on. Let me send
Oh,
this
it's
to
got a gradual climb since the 26th of June. It's been on a gradual climb. Very gradual.
Don't tell everybody about this.
Nah. I like keeping new things secret.
Yeah, but like if anybody's listening to this like later on in the future, congratulations. I think this is a multi-trillion-dollar company in the future, and the guys who made it, like Telegram, they are the guys who made VK, which is like the Russian version of Facebook, which is a multi-billion-dollar company. Now here's the thing though, Telegram, the whole time that they've been around, like Telegram was like cash flow negative. Like they've been burning money every single year, and so like that was the one thing that separated from everything else, because Telegram owns 100% of its equity. All of the company belongs to Telegram. So VK, the Durab brothers, owns all of it. It's not like fucking VC funded
But who are they? Aren't they looking for an extensive partnership right now? I was reading something about that.
We got Twitter coin, we got Telegram coin.
It's the same thing that Discord did 3 years ago. I'm trying to think of the same things that they're
So is Discord Nitro like crypto then?
No, it's not.
No.
I wouldn't say it is, because it's like, you know, you're paying with fiat. With like, although like Telegram, I will admit, like Telegram has the biggest network effect. If they have 700, 800 million daily active users, if they were to go and say, hey, listen, everybody, we have our own shitcoin, everybody on there is jumping on board, bro. It's going to be huge, and they're kind of keeping it low key. If you look into it, like the post, the link I sent there.
You're speaking on this like how Elon speaks on Doge, and I like it.
Yeah, no, bro. Like,
no, I like this. I like this because people think it's a shit. They think it's a shit coin, but of course the actual transaction rate of these things is astronomical. I mean, holy fuck.
Bro, here's the thing though. They got bridges, bro. They got bridges from ETH and BNB right now. You can transact BUSD and USDT on Telegram itself. You can do payment APIs if you're charging for services and shit, bro. Built inside Telegram. It's amazing. Oh my god.
I'm loving these. So can you actively use the contracts in Telegram currently?
What's that?
So can you currently use contracts in Telegram now?
Yeah, I believe so.
Ooh, okay.
But it's so new. That's crazy. I mean, how long have they tested this shit?
Bro, that's the thing though.
The
like
capacity
these guys,
of this stuff is gonna be nuts.
Bro, the white paper is 126 pages long, bro. They teach you how to use the new language that they made.
Oh man, how many people work on their accelerant team? Like, how many people are on their like engineering back pages? Like, I mean, they must have a ton of people on that shit.
Okay, so everybody that
I
checked
two
with
guys that run distribution companies here out of Virginia. And
oh my days, yes, you
Telegram.
can.
Yeah.
They rely on Telegram. Like, they run almost millions of dollars through Telegram, dude. Like, straight up. And it is so secure. It is unbelievable.
Yeah. Like you can make your own coins and everything on this. Like right now, I've made some like
Wow.
payment APIs for this. So like with some of the clients that I work for and everything, I asked them, like, listen, you can pay me through this, and they're like, oh wait, I can do that. I'm like, yeah. It's like, wow, like this is really fun. Like, the stuff you can do is really cool. Although like the Explorer isn't available, so you can't explore addresses and stuff. But they have their own like ENS. Like, do you know? Like, I'm not sure if you guys know ENS, but yeah, ENS. Like, you can build your own domains, so you can have like way, and then
Inside what
a
domain?
ton.
Inside of what domain? You
Yeah,
said?
it's like TON. That's the new symbol.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this is why Silo will have a future also. This is why
Silo. Yeah,
Jasmy.
that's why I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds a lot
Silo,
like
because
Silo.
Silo it is not only messenger app. It's not like a WhatsApp or Telegram. It's
I've
really
got it on my
messenger.
PC.
Yeah,
SocialFi, bro. SocialFi is the next, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's where it is. That's where the money's at. Twitter
I
is going
think
to be
that's
one of
going
the
to
big
go
ones.
down a lot. I think that's going to be a very bumpy road for them. I don't know about that one. That's
See, that's the thing though. Like, you can
too
decentralize
many
it, right? All
corporate
you gotta do is
groups.
download an app.
But too many corporate groups are going to jump in with each other on this shit. It's gonna be
Oh,
ridiculous.
bro. There's always multi-trillion-dollar companies that
A
are in
lot of
this. Facebook's
fallouts
in
are
this.
going to
Come on, man.
happen with that. Well, look at Facebook. They're on a fucking Zuck's on this hiatus chair right now. He is cracked the fuck out right now. He is
Good.
alert. I have never seen that man more fucking alive in his life right now.
Yeah, I just lost $70 billion. It's fine.
It's like when he started Facebook. He has the attitude right now of when he started Facebook because he's about to lose Facebook.
That just puts them in a better position to be in the bankers' pockets. Some of these people, like even Trump, for example, he was only president because he was in so much debt to bankers because of so many of his companies were bankrupted and bailed out.
Well,
So
this pilot program is going to pass with all these banks, and Meta is going to get involved with all these new digital banks and stuff. They're going to start popping up. Brick and mortar banks are going to disappear. All the Wells Fargo driving to a bank. Like, why would you drive to a bank anymore? Generations after
what, a
us,
drive-through bank?
Yeah, no. Why would you go physical? They're going to get rid of physical money. Like, why? Why would you? It's like with kids. You go buy an iPhone. Most people trust.
There's only one reason why they would get rid of physical money, is so they can track every transaction, everywhere it moves.
But if you think about it, they can't track it anymore.
But they won't be able to get rid of trade, barter, and exchange. So that's like me coming to you and saying, "Hey, I'll swap you my services for your services, or I'll swap you this many carrots for this many potatoes." They can't get rid of that, so people can still trade.
It's all about taxes. They're not able to keep up with the amount of regulations on taxes. They can't track everybody anymore.
Oh no!
If you have exactly. Oh no! But and so what? Biden hires like 90,000 IRS officers, this and that. Now everybody. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro! You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'd say that you guys are more tracked than us guys in the UK, because the taxes come straight out of your wages. Like, they just take it straight out of your bank. They don't do that in the UK.
Yeah. Well, they will soon. The UK they're about to get in some rough water. Oh my God. I don't know how y'all are going to deal with that shit.
I think I already know the dates when things are going to happen.
Oh, you have dates ready. Oh, fuck.
I have dates.
For this shit. Yeah, I'm about to start
I'll tell you what
in the US.
I'll tell you what the key to everything is. I'll tell you what the money key to everything is. Yeah, it's the new power that comes into play. The new king actually gets crowned in, I think, March of this year.
Yeah, I think a lot of royal families are also very pissed off lately with a lot of things going on.
No, I can also see why.
They're all bullshit. The royal families, man, they're all just normal people who just made up titles, fictional made up titles.
Yeah, but they're delusional normal. They think
that's what happens when you
they think they need to spend millions of dollars a day to think that their mental insanity
Jeffrey, here now, wipe my ass for me now. Master's done a great shit.
I am fucking weak.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Oh, it's
Silver
also,
spoon royalty, man.
I mean, look at Apple and Android and all these companies. I mean, Samsung, they're starting this whole new digital online savings accounts and stuff where, like, you go get an iPhone. I mean, most kids after Gen Z aren't going to think to go to a physical bank and open a bank account anymore. They're going to go and do it through their phone, through Apple or something.
Okay,
Simple.
we know where the future's going. If you just look at every single corporation in the world, Nike, Adidas, they're all getting into
Mhm.
fucking crypto. Everyone's
Oh,
getting into
fuck
crypto.
yeah.
So that's the signal. That's the main signal.
Oh, also, have y'all been dabbling in stocks lately? I've been getting into a few stocks that have been very interesting. Natural gas stocks, say, hydrogen stocks. Those have been
No,
very
I'm all crypto, bro. Sorry.
industrial. I know. I've only jumped in because I haven't seen stuff like this since like the 1970s, and I'm like, oh, this looks like some nice industrial wealth here to start jumping into. Like if you look
Yeah,
at certain natural
I'm
gas,
crypto and forex mostly. Like I jumped out of
yeah,
traditional finance a while ago.
I don't blame you. Seriously,
Uh,
I don't.
it's I just don't like the whole nonsense behind how this whole system works. Like I do know some things. Like I'll give you an example. Like CND,
Yeah.
that was Circle's bank, the Concord acquisition. That's they got screwed over and everything because the SEC is getting wrecked because of FTX, unironically. So like that's why they're not getting their banking license as fast as they should be. If they did,
Yep.
then they'd be the biggest bank in the U.S.
That's true. Well, look at what happened in 08. Look at how many small banks closed, and now how many big banks we were left with.
Yeah, well,
I
that's what
personally don't think 08's finished. I think the government in the US has done such a good job. Obama's administration was very good about not going after the banks. They thanked him for it, paid him out very well. He has what, $500 million to his family now. I mean, it's crazy. The banking systems here are very crooked in the US, and I'm sure we're
Yeah,
gonna
man. The banks funded the wars, man. Of course they
bro.
have. Of course they.
Yeah,
How
the
do you
banks are
think
the guys who launder the money, bro. What the heck?
crypto was created to send money out to fucking Iraq during all
Yeah.
those wars? How do you think they were sending to buy artillery? How do you think they were buying auctions of fucking mass weapons? I mean,
Hey, we need you to overthrow your government. How you gonna pay me? We'll send you some Bitcoin.
we just fucking traded the most dangerous arms dealer that we've had in fucking capture to fucking
For a fucking
Yeah,
a
tranny,
hating
bro.
American lesbian bitch. What the fuck is going on?
Oh, that was a
Like,
tranny, bro. It's not a lesbian, bro. That's a
I don't know
tranny.
what the fuck that is, bro.
That's a
But
dude, bro. That's a
bro,
fucking dude.
we have hundreds of soldiers in war prisons all in other countries and shit, and you're saying that's the best trade, bro. You got a bitch
Man,
who
they got
kneels for the flag versus somebody who serves the flag. What the fuck is going on? Like,
and
Yeah, right.
hasn't Biden just disclosed one of your secret nuclear locations for your nuclear submarines? And now the
Oh
Russians know where
no.
the fuck it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. It's so bad. Oh, it's such a
Oh my
he's
god.
gonna get
How did this
killed.
happen, bro? How did this
Biden's gonna
happen?
get
What the
killed.
hell?
No, I think some either he's been killed already and replaced with some kind of retarded clone that just has to think at a very minimal rate.
Yeah,
I
I think so too, man. I truly do
Dude,
believe it's
holy fuck.
retarded.
If you look at where his ears sit now, I was looking at this anatomy thing of some doctor or whatever saying that like his ears sit 3 inches lower from what it used to 5 years ago. Like, how the fuck have your ears moved like 3 inches down on your head, dog? Like,
Yeah, it's over.
bro, like it's so bad.
Yeah. Bro, we're getting scammed in real time, bro. Like
Guys,
we are.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
guys,
we live in a world of
Yeah,
slavery
Uber.
with pay now. That's how it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uber.
yeah, I posted something about a drones company in Europe, which is partner with Sony. Sony have a camera called Obligo, Sony A600, 6100 payload option. And if you see my Twitter account, and you will say, so how you create the digital twin for a city by using these drones and using Sony camera, and you can do like cover a city in one day. So this is
Scanning. So they're doing LiDAR scanning. So they're gonna
Oh,
LiDAR scan
yeah.
the city and make
you know
you know like
this
VR,
is
virtual reality.
this is the most realistic things for the metaverse. Like everyone talk about metaverse. So now Sony came and say, hey, we have the digital twin platform. We will create
Imagine that. They put
Yeah.
a whole city in a metaverse.
Yeah, so this is now, and this is because this is what I posted like 2 days ago. Now Sony is creating a realistic world, which using the sensor that Sony use it to even to tracking the sun movement and also calculate the measuring the temperature. So they called it 3D data. Okay, so now those like this metaverse is like identical to the reality, and everything in it will generate data. Okay, everything in it will generate data. So this is like now an example for the partnership with this Europe things. And they said we covered most of the city maybe in 6 hours. So imagine that you have just one drone or like bunch of drones and you have Sony camera, and then you will make your own metaverse, and then you will
You will
use
be
this.
happy.
Yeah. So so the most important thing is the digital twin platform like created by Sony, and if you deep dive in it, you will find definitely it is linked to Jasmy, definitely.
Yeah, Sony Innovation site had the Jasmy news on there as well.
Yeah, even this thing about Akisha system with Microsoft or something like that is
Fuck.
is another example for
Who is
their
paying
partnership.
for all this data? I mean, holy shit. I mean, that is insane. I mean, the amount of power that would take to do that is crazy.
And
Jasmine is a Japanese
that's
Bitcoin,
why
baby.
many countries right now are upgrading their nuclear power stations. If you look at various different countries, they're all upgrading the nuclear power stations right now.
Well, when are people able to get their own nuclear power units in their own homes, like where they bury it?
I wouldn't want one. I wouldn't want
Ground.
one. Imagine it fails and you having to sit in nuclear radiation.
Wait, just
No,
nuclear
no,
radio.
no.
I
That's
was
not how it
expecting
works.
like
No,
a
it's a
nuclear
capacitor.
fallout.
Like it's very small. Like it's literally the size of a car, and it could power. I think it's able to power up to like 480 acres of just
That's
full
crazy.
stimulant power. Yeah, it's Bill Gates runs the whole project for it. He
Oh,
funds
of
all of
course,
it.
every single time, bro. Holy
I
crap!
should have mentioned that Gates funds all of that, by the way, and all of their testing is out in the Netherlands.
Really?
Fuck yeah, the Netherlands, Switzerland. You know how much fucking evil fucking it's where all your
Castles, they got the
Frankenstein.
maddest castles over there.
Oh my god, motherfucker. It's where
Medieval
all your
shit, man.
Frankenstein. Yeah, it's where all your Frankenstein and fucking crooked motherfuckers fucking be testing shit out there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's like Auschwitz being still run today out there with like all being given full funding. Like not
They got
even
like
kidding.
castles with dungeons and shit.
It's and you're looking at this old castle, it's just sitting there, but like 1,000 feet underground, they're literally building like fucking Pacific Rim. Like Jesus.
Oh god, it's funny. I was in there.
Yeah, notice how COVID never shut down Switzerland.
Yeah, no, Switzerland is like
Never had to get vaccinated. They never pushed it on anybody.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. Yo, Switzerland is based.
Yeah, the rich people will never be sick.
Schwab. Yeah, Schwab is to thank for that. You can thank little Schwabby over there.
Yeah, no, I'll tell him by like telling him that I own things. I don't eat bugs, and
Why
I'll
does
have
Schwab
lots of
look
children.
like a? Why does Schwab look like a James Bond villain?
He is, bro.
Like he quite literally. It's fucked. I mean, look at the fucking CEO of Pfizer, Boris, whatever his name. He
His
literally
nose
Albert.
looks like it's melting.
Yeah, Albert,
His nose looks like it's melted.
bro, that guy's a fucking reptile, bro. I swear.
Imagine it's a rubber mask and it's just some dyke.
His
Dyke in a rubber
his daughter is the founder of transgender, like the transgender foundation.
Oh my days!
Oh,
Oh my
no.
days!
Yes. Can you believe this shit?
Imagine it's a woman.
I don't want
Imagine
to.
if Klaus
Ah.
Schwab's a woman.
Oh, her Claus's fucking wife looks like a man.
Bro, they all look like men, bro. Even Anthony Fauci's wife looks like a man,
Oh,
bro.
God made man and then man made woman. So I mean, fuck's going on?
Yeah, but even then, that guy like There's a few
God made
players.
Adam and Eve, not
Maybe
Adam and Steve.
makeup.
They believe in
Yep.
Adam and Steve over there. That's what they believe.
Stop noticing
Fuck.
things, boy.
Jesus Christ. Saint Steve. Fucking what the fuck, bro? Fuck that shit.
Saint Schindler. But yeah, man.
I don't know. That's weird as hell. Fuck that shit.
It's
Fucking
the feudal
weirdos.
system, man. It's the feudal system in play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm
not gonna
sorry.
be a tranny.
The most Albert Borla. The way that man talks, he sounds like the most corrupt. Yeah, he was just 3 weeks ago at the World Economic Forum committee meeting. What is he doing at a fucking economic summit when he's a CEO of Pfizer? The fuck? You do?
Yeah, because he's participating in killing mankind, bro.
Dude, god damn.
Yeah. Did you see where there's a video of him talking on an interview, and then his neck, there's like a weird bubble in his neck, like his neck started to bubble. I'm not even joking.
A lot of those guys have, believe it or not, a lot of those guys have cancer, and they are like very ridden with horrible health diseases and things. And
A
stuff.
lot of those guys are probably dying, and they're like, "Let's see
Yeah.
how many people we
Oh,
can
yeah.
kill before we die."
No, seriously, no, I'm not kidding. It's the same with Putin. I mean, Putin literally has like one of the rarest diseases of. I mean, it's the rarest.
We don't
like,
know.
type
We
of
don't know
cancer.
because we're not from Russia. We can't trust the news. So when the news tells us this kind of stuff,
Well, if Putin does die, then I mean, then what do we do about that one?
Oh no, I don't
If
want
he
Putin to
dies in the
die,
next
bro.
2 years, I'm gonna be actually very concerned about a lot of things because he is not stupid. Putin is not stupid whatsoever, and he is.
they're trying to make Putin look like the next Hitler. That's what they're trying their hardest to do.
And
Now,
he is not
did you
being
know that
smart.
Hitler went against the banks?
Yep.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah.
so did Putin, bro.
So did JFK.
Yep.
So did JFK.
Yeah.
And also, did you
Yep.
see
Yeah.
after what, how many years? 40, 50 years?
go.
The FBI just came out last month saying that they have no involvement in the assassination. Now you make an announcement? Like, what the dude?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's like with the Epstein shit, yeah. And you had the Queen's son who was directly involved with that Epstein guy, yeah. Now, everyone was like, "You need to take him to court." Yeah, even if he does go to court, they own the courts. What makes you think they're going to send one of their own to jail? They're going to find some trickster way to avoid any of the normal penalties, and that's exactly what they did. They own
Every
the
single time.
system, so when one of theirs does something wrong, it doesn't matter. But if a civilian does it, you know what I mean?
Oh,
You know, well, did you know that recent crypto billionaire that died 3 days ago or whatever that owned like whatever he said that they're running a massive human trafficking thing?
Yeah. So
Island.
Alex.
Yeah, he literally said that they're running one of the craziest, like where they're just taking every poor person or whatever and just transiting them through South America, and it is.
I have a theory. I have a theory on it. I have
This
this theory, and it goes like this: when you eat a sausage, how do you know that meat is pig's meat?
It's not.
Exactly.
You'd never know.
It's
You
not,
just have
bro.
to trust the companies. So I just had this theory a long time ago because I saw certain things and I saw bits of information here and there, and it got me thinking. And then I think to myself, how long does it take for an animal to grow before it goes to the slaughterhouse? A good
Well, it
few
depends on the
years.
animal. Depends on the animal.
How
Chickens grow
many
fast.
animals?
Cows take
How
long.
many farm animals exist in the world? Yes, it depends on the animal, but then the math doesn't add up. So where's all this meat coming from?
You're right, 100%, bro. There's human meat for sure. There's a whole market for it.
Now when you meet somebody, yeah, why do we say nice? When we meet new people, why do we say nice to meet you? Eat you. Why is the language constructed? Why is the language constructed the way it is?
But
Who made the English language? Do you know who made the English language? It was the Germanic people that created the English language. Did you know that? They used various other languages to create it. They used Latin, Greek, Sanskrit.
Well, they use a code. They use a cryptic they like back in to
Yes.
modernize it during like Queen Elizabeth's time, they did some kind of encryptions to modernize it to how we use
Yes.
it
Of course
today.
they did.
But then again, all of the Queen's committees then died who were super intelligent. All of their information was erased, so nobody knows who Shakespeare is. Nobody knows who this is, which this and that, like bullshit. It's all this the amount
Yeah,
of
yeah.
lie. It's
It's
crazy.
to hide the truth. They leave
What do you think the whole
breadcrumbs though.
story of
They always leave
007
breadcrumbs.
is? What do you think the whole story of 007 is over in the UK? I mean, it's about, high intelligence of knowing and doing criminal stuff, but you get
Yeah.
rewarded for it. That's how it is.
Yep.
It's yeah.
It's a basic thing. Well, in order to control like bunch of people, you just to create fake enemy and fake hero. And this is like from the beginning of the history until now. You just like you have like more like because 98%
The
of
yin
the
and yang that they're trying to create.
A little bit of what life
yeah
is itself too, Uber. If you really think about it, it's like how heroic can you be in your lifetime, or how villainous can you be? I mean,
yeah
it's
actually
very
actually there is
interesting.
like two kind of people. Like people will
How
gonna
can you
be
rule by love or fear?
yeah
You want your
like
people to love you or fear you. Now, if your people love you, they can betray you as well.
Yep.
yeah
And if
yeah
they
that's
fear you, they'd be scared to betray you.
yeah
So it's fearful. Fearful is control, and
Look at
love
the
is
world of
freedom.
fear we live in. It's all in front of us.
Yeah, this
yeah
guy's very Machiavellian right here, bro. Holy crap.
but you know
And the
what
word love, and the
but
word love, spell the word love backwards. It says evil.
yeah but let
Holy
us
man.
be like realistic. Like
Why?
there is like
Why?
two kind of people, like people who are naive, which is 98% of the people, okay, and
Love that
2% of
statistic.
the people are like have a leadership skills. Like I mean, even like your relatives, your friend, like some people are really idiots. Like I mean, like
Oh,
I even put it as stupidity is a gift not given to everyone. They are relaxed. They are enjoying that they are idiots. So people who have a leadership skills, who can zoom out and see things, they are really few. And this is make a balance because imagine that everyone on the global like have a leadership skills. We will kill each other every day. So
Yep.
let us admit
Genghis
there is
Khan.
98% of stupid people, and there is a and now we have a leadership skills. We can think, we can analyze things. If we care about the 98%, we will lose like opportunity of life to just relax. I was like so romantic before. I believe in many things, but it is the time I pay my debt to the life. It is the time to take advantage from this crypto crazy and make money and then relax. I mean, it doesn't matter.
There is
Like
no
even
relaxing, bro. There is
yeah,
no. We've gone
yeah.
too
I
far
mean,
now.
no, man. For me, I'm like spoiled boy. What I found in my life before, what I faced before, is make me now living like I'm in a luxury life, even if I am a Uber driver. Like people will never change themselves because man, their head in their dicks. And this is why the woman is controlling everything. We think that the government is controlling it. Women are controlling everything. Okay.
Pussy rules the world.
Yeah. Who
That's
runs the world? Girls.
Yes, yes. I mean, I as Uber driver, I picked up all the drunk people, so I noticed the worst like experience of seeing how the
Always a
relationship.
woman taking advantage of a man, isn't it?
Yeah, man, because they
Yeah,
use
because
the victim
bro,
mentality.
women have no
Anyone,
hands.
yeah,
Bro.
anyone, any
And
group
then
of
they take
people
it
who
on
live
dates.
with the victim mentality, they are the worst people in the world.
Yeah,
Like the women, I'm not against women. I'm just like
they're
trying
just
to
disrespectful.
analyze. Yeah.
My
So
generation's really bad, Uber. I'm so sorry that you have to pick up people of my generation in their 20s that just are
Oh,
man,
oh my God, Uber. I am so sorry you deal with that shit.
it's okay, man. It's okay. It's like I am
And you know what's
reading a
crazy
bit.
to me? And I think it's because a lot of these people think that they just have like just this full instance of like free will. They don't think anything possibly could ever go wrong in their life. That's literally what I think it comes down to. And it's like
but they never had to experience trials and
they don't, yeah,
tribulations,
they've
right?
never experienced consequence. I'm talking about
Yeah.
deep rock bottom consequence. And that's what war did for everyone. No offense, I hate war, things like that,
Yeah.
but it forced everybody to be fucking rock bottom and understand one another because, oh shit, you could fucking
Yeah.
die, homie. Yeah, you're gonna die. You don't take
Uh,
this shit serious.
Yeah,
So
when you face death on a daily basis, you became more appreciated your life, and
of life.
yeah, and became more wise. I saw the wars, okay, during the war zone and during like a wartime, so I know exactly. But the funny night that I have in Uber ever, because I spent like doing that for the last 10 years. So the best night was the election night when Trump won the election. Because of my accent, like I have the two party like with me. Like the Democratic said, "Oh, we are sorry. He will kill you. He will kick you out." And then they have the Republican people who like just like celebrating that. And then what I decided is because it's continuing for a week. So the next day I decided to do something. So I go to the national debt, the U.S. Debt, and I study every number in it. So when people try to talk about me about politics, I say, "Do you know the U.S. national debt?" He said, "No." "Do you know U.S. personal debt?" He didn't. So when you try to talk with people with numbers and about economy, when you understand economy, you will understand what will be the next step in politics. So most of the people is like the fans of something. They don't have a clue what they are supporting. It's like we have here in Houston, like the Astro teams. People love that they are the fan of the Astro, but they don't have a clue about the game. So we have this is the naive people, the 98%. They are have a huge competition, okay, to find a purpose, okay, to enjoy, to have like a little entertainment. People like us who deep dive in things and analyze everything, it's look like a complicated, but it is so simple. Life is so simple. All these decisions are so simple. When we were following the Japanese, we predict everything that they will do because they are far away from us and we were collecting the news. This is how we figure out everything in there. By the way, like when we started Jasmy, I was a meme guy, like Doge and Shiba, and then we started to stop it. We find Silo like last November, and nobody talked about it until like 2 months or 3 months ago. Until now, they are not covering it.
They still don't even
Covering.
know about it.
Yeah, and
Good.
Silo is the most important. Like there is two coins, Silo and the blog. Without them, you don't have anything. Like Silo is the decentralized of the messenger in the future, but Silo have a lot of function. Okay, and this is why Jasmy actually partner with them to help them in order to has me to be good things. And the guy behind Silo and the Black and Centrality is really, really huge guy, but nobody covered. Actually, it's not nobody covered because even the influencer in crypto, they are employees. They are employees. We try to like spam about Jasmy, and I am sure that those influencers know about Jasmy, but
Yeah.
they are not talking about it.
Remember when I asked that Shiba guy
Yeah.
to join the community, and he goes, I go, you do know that Shiba's gonna fall sooner or later. This is this actual real solid Japanese project. And he goes, it doesn't matter if Shiba falls or doesn't. He goes, I'm paid anyway by Shiba. They pay me anyway. So I get paid by promoters and sponsors and things like that.
Yeah, and
So
this is
those
why.
guys, some of the influencers in crypto, they do that because they earn from it. It's like some of the first Jasmy people who started promoting Jasmy. There was no one anywhere speaking about Jasmy on
think
Twitter,
about
on
how active
YouTube.
people like us are on this shit right now and how
No, but
quiet
this is
everything
this is
else.
what I'm saying. Last year when Jasmy first got listed, there was no YouTube videos, nothing on Reddit, nothing on Twitter. We were literally the first people, and there was a
It was like
few
8 of
other
us.
there was a
Like 8 of
few
us on
other
this.
influencers, yeah, and they're in the actual other Jasmy community, but they're all together. So I'm like, they're employees. They
Yep.
either work for
Yep.
Jasmy doing their marketing for,
Yep.
you know,
Yep. Yep.
and
When you figure
one
that out
of
so
them,
quick,
one
shit
of
just
them,
took off.
one of the main ones has gone silent for absolute months. Can you guess who it is, Uber?
Yeah, Lord,
Rothschild, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, Rothschild's Gold on Twitter. His name used to be Rothschild's Gold, and then he changed his name to Lord Rothschild.
Lord Jasmy.
No,
I don't
yeah, it
think
was
that
Roth.
guy. I don't
Yeah,
think that
yeah,
guy invested a
it was
penny in
Rothschild.
Jasmy yet.
It was Rothschild's Gold. Yeah, he was the only person that. And the thing is, before Jasmy got listed, he used to tweet about a whole heap of other things like gold and currencies and things. He stopped tweeting about that when Jasmy got listed, and he changed his business model to only deal in data. So I was like,
Yeah.
this is interesting. And Harrow was following him. So there was only a few people Harrow was following in his early days. I think there was like, how many were there? About less than 100 people, let's just say that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he was one of the people that Harrow followed. And then you got that Dr. Syed, who Rothschild was following, and that Sayan guy that Rothschild was following. So those were the first, and Del Crypto as well. Those were the first Twitter influencers that I noticed were linked to Jasmy. So I reckon the people who work in the background as, you know, on behalf of the company, but they pretend that they don't. They pretend they don't have no affiliation and they're not
Yeah.
official. But
So,
then
bro,
they've
so
got
this
the Jasmy. Then
makers
they've
though,
got the
right?
two communities. They've got the Jasmy official community, and then they've got the Jasmy international community. Now, the
What, New
Jasmy
York?
International had their own NFTs that look like Pokemon cards, and
Yeah.
then the Jasmy official brought out theirs that were like actual characters, and some of these people are the characters in their NFT.
Yeah, because I are we on a live stream or we just like
No,
between
no,
us?
I'm
No,
recording
it's
it.
just us.
I'm recording it so I can edit it
Okay,
out.
so I can prove by numbers. I have an Excel sheet, okay, to tell you there is only like 1,000 holders. So these most of the rest of the 40,000 holders
Multi-accounted.
are nothing. They
I
own
have 7
nothing.
accounts in Jasmy. I have 7
Yeah,
accounts I trade through. I mean, I'll admit it. That's what it. I mean, you gotta have one
yeah,
that catches
yeah.
the other.
Yep.
Because when I do my statistic about it, so if I said how many people who have one jasmy, okay, like 5,000, how many people have 100 or 200? So the most important wallet is the first 700 wallet. Okay, they own like 99% of jasmy itself.
What was
Okay,
the
Yeah.
holder rate when Ethereum was at 3,000? What was the holder rate for Jasmy at that time? Was it
for
very
Jasmine, it was as around was 12,000.
Us
12,000.
as traders, yeah, let's get realistic. Us as traders, we're
people put
only
so much
four
money in that?
percent. We are only 4% of the total market. So we will
Yep.
never be able to have a swing on Jasmy and be able to manipulate the price. The only people that will be able to manipulate the price are the people that hold the most, and the companies can't trade what they hold. They don't have a burn mechanism. Their mechanism is the companies have to hold the coin and can't be traded.
People like
Yeah,
us have been
because
stacking for so long that we were not selling for God knows how long too, and who knows how much we'll have by that time.
No, I think that there's a different play here because like what I've been noticing is that like if you look across the Jasmy perpetuals and everything, you can see a lot of short positions, right? So my theory right now is that like they're trying to mitigate their taxes and whatnot, right? But still pump their coins. So what they're doing is that they short the entire market, right? With like a low amount of leverage, and that was their positions in so that they can
They
pump
make
it up
money on the way
afterwards.
down.
What's that?
They make money on the way down, and then
No,
when
no,
they pump it, they make
no, no,
money
no.
again.
No, I don't think that. No, I think it's this. They make money on the way down, yes, right? but then afterwards they have other accounts that are going to go long against them and then wipe those positions out, which causes major fluctuations. So it's like, you know, if you hit a certain point, the liquidation occurs, it's going to buy up the book, right? They're doing that to mitigate their taxes, also kind of to like money laundering. Because if I keep shorting things from the very top all the way down, I use a small amount of leverage, I don't get liquidated until it hits a certain point. If I do get liquidated, I can say that, oh, I got liquidated, I can't pay taxes on it, and that's a
You
loss.
almost nailed
If
it.
they were to
Can
do
work
that,
vice versa.
What's that?
how much would the coin climb if there was to do that? Would it climb by pennies and then fall by pennies and climb by pennies again on the climb?
At the current rate from where it's at, and like assuming from NEXC, from where it was on that chart, they have been shorting since $2 or so, but that's a couple $billion that these guys have added to the market over a period of time. Because if you look at like the volume, right, most of that volume is just perpetuals, bro. It's not spot side. They're not buying the actual token. The token's controlled mostly by like these big players. What they're doing is that they're shorting it, and whenever, let's say like it goes down a little bit, they simulate the volume and everything by adding longs in there too as well, and that's just all they're doing. And my theory is that like they've been shorting this thing from the very top all the way down. Then when the market, when they need to, they pump it up. They liquidate themselves. They make the chart go up, 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 right? And if this is the case, I think our target, like in next year, is like $4. Okay, that's like the top, I believe, because I'm looking at it purely from a market maker perspective, and I'm thinking about it in terms of taxes and shit, right? Like that's why I was vastly interested in Japan, because of all the things that they were kind of doing. And then I looked deeper into it, and then I was like, wait, they have to pay taxes after January, right? They start reporting things on the 28th, right? After the 28th, I think they're pretty much good to go. Now, my theory was that they short the entire market. That includes Sony, MUFG, SBI, SMBC, all these banks and companies. They started shorting the Japanese yen against the US dollar.
Buddy
So,
system though.
what's that?
Like in Japan, like I'm worried about Hara in the sense of like people that can counteract what you're saying. Meaning like if things go wrong in the sense where say everything's going smoothly in that sense and they're able to go within what they've set up. What if you have somebody that is a friend of theirs or somebody that knows exactly what they're doing that is able to impose the same opposite, thinking they'll profit off of it, and then it just becomes this tug of war in the market on its own, which I feel like can happen on some coins.
No, I think that there are certain people set up everything that are going to go long. Like my theory is that they're going to go long on Jasmy and then liquidate all those motherfuckers. What's that?
How long are you thinking, like as in tied in with Bitcoin or when it breaks away?
Q1. I'd say Q1. I'd say by Q1 next year is like when they're going to execute their little move, right? That's when, like, because you have to, when you do everything after, let's say if you do stuff in February, you have to report capital gains or taxes and everything next year, right? So you're basically like you're doing all your taxes like in February. Well, you do all your taxes in January, you pay that shit off, and then immediately afterwards, that's when you would strike, because then it would take you a year to pay back the capital gains. In which case, if it does pump up, it's going to come down, right? And so they'll use that same system that they used previously. They're going to short the fuck out of it from 4, limit all the guys' capital gains all the way the fuck down, and then do the same process again consistently over the next couple of years by adding like billions of dollars that they've added. Because like Sony themselves, the PlayStation 5 has net them a revenue of like $1 trillion from the PlayStation Network, from the DLCs, from the gaming system. All that shit has net them $1 trillion, right? That money, right? Their capital gains over there, bro. I mean, sorry, their corporate tax rate is 30%. Now, if it's only 30%, you have to pay at 30% of $1 trillion. That's like $300 billion. You still have $700 billion minus your overhead, all that shit. You'll still have
and
like
that's what I'm
$300
saying.
billion.
The buddy system. Think about how friends can benefit off of there. Like think about
fuck
how
yeah, I want my
much.
friends to win. I don't want.
So that's what I'm saying with Hara. I noticed on Twitter early days when he used to tweet out and things like that, there used to be guys that would immediately like his posts, and I would click on those accounts, and I remember there was this one dude. There's like a picture of this guy with Hara as far back in some convention in Osu, Nayaga, or Achi. I think it's like called Achi, Japan, where like they had this giant anime convention back in 2007. There's just a picture of him. like a whole group of them, this whole tech guys, and I'm like, most of these dudes are stupid wealthy now, like all of these guys, and they're all like super successful, run their own digital platform marketing firms, and like it is ridiculous. I'm like, the buddy system over in Japan is wicked. Like
Bro,
I
no, it makes
would
sense
love to.
though. Like
They
I
call it
get it, bro.
family, but they call it family over there in a sense of like you have indirect family and then you have direct family over there. It is so
Bro,
It's like a
there's
mafia
nothing
then,
wrong
isn't
with
it?
supporting
It's
race.
like a
Like,
mafia then, isn't it?
It's what?
there's
It's like a
nothing wrong with
mafia.
supporting your own race, bro. There's nothing
Tony,
wrong
he's
with
like a family to me.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's like
Yeah,
a mob.
exactly,
It's like the mob. And what have you? It's like a they're creating these tech mobs in Japan, and I just they can all
No,
save each
there's
other.
there's no tech mob, bro. There's only one mob. They're all under Sony, bro. Sony's a G.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. And
Yeah, like
that's, you
Sony's the
know,
G, bro. Sony's
That
the
makes me
Yakuza
think.
over there. Like,
everybody's in debt with Sony over there. Everybody's in debt over there with them. They fucking owe them a fucking finger and a leg while they're at it.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
They
but
own everything.
God.
Sony.
because culturally, this is why we covered. Culturally, they have an organization, okay, which is it's a concept. There is like a vertical and horizontal. So the vertical one is six company, and the horizontal one is 1,000 of company. This is why Japan, because the most they depend 100% or for the income, for the budget income, depending on the trading. So they must work on it as a team in order, okay, to bring money to the country. It's culturally they are different from us. Even their economy is different from us. And I'm not saying that it is not my word. Like I was reading for economist who was talking. He said any one he wanna study economy, he must study two economy in the world: the global economy and the Japanese economy, because it's working against, okay, the traditional thing that we learned in economy. And by the way, you like said amazing thing about tax linked to Jasmy and everything, but it's not they are trying to play the game with tax, but there is a reason. We talked about this like 3 weeks ago. There is a very important thing, and this will be a big catalyst in the future when we have the tax reform. Because in Japan, if you have a crypto, and in the United States, you don't pay money for unrealized gain. In Japan, you must pay 55%. 55%. Okay? So now they are waiting for the tax reform. So who owns Jasmy? A Japanese company. So if it is go up, they should pay for it. But if it is go down, if it is go
Japan,
down,
Japan is so good at keeping things from going
That's
to the
good.
grave with them.
Yeah.
so it's necessary for them, okay, to maintain the price low until there are like a signals for the tax reform. When and the tax reform, by the way, was all the recommendation with all the organization in Japan. They just want to reduce it to 20%, which is still higher, okay, but for them it is fair enough.
Well, what about the laws regarding like a fund? Like if you operate like a hedge fund or something in Japan, is that different than the corporate one?
No,
Yeah, and that's why Japan had a non-profit organization. Jasmy had a non-profit organization.
yeah,
So tell
because
them about
this
that.
is
I see.
yeah, the XRB made a mistake. Okay, this is why they have a case in United States. So they issued a coin and they sell it. They still insist that we are doing the right things. So who tried to avoid this mistake was XLM Stiller. They make non-profit organizations, send the coin to them, and then because you cannot issue a crypto and sell it to the people. This is why XRB did. Jasmy are exactly following XRP. It's like identical project. If you see XRP and deep dive in it, and you see Jasmy, it's like identical project. So how is that? Jasmy tried to avoid that, so they issued the 50 billion and then send it to Jasmy Lego, and Jasmy Lego start to. It's like you are throwing the crypto in the street, okay? And people start to give it a value. Why Jasmy is not uh, having like a percent of the coin that they issued? Because this is how they play the game, which is a genius thing. Uh, okay, let the crypto have a value by people, and then we have a product. We will sell the product, and the payment will be by Jasmy coin. Okay, so this is how the Jasmy coin will return back to the Jasmy company. And the wallet itself, if you see the XRP wallet, in order to have a wallet in XRP, you must like at least deposit 10 XRP. If you got the Trust wallet in any wallet, you must create a wallet with, and you must deposit a certain amount, and this will be fixed. Okay, Jasmy have the same thing. In order to have a Jasmy wallet with all function, you must deposit a percentage of Jasmy in your wallet in order to have all the function. So it's like identical things. So they just avoided the XRP uh, issue. But the genius idea that people will make the value for the coin, and then it will return back to them.
But it's not even just that, bro. Like I think my theory right now too as well is that like Binance controls 50%, 57% of this token, and they probably have other wallets that they secretly control too. The top 100% own about 80 some,
Jasmy,
84,
Yeah,
84%. Yeah.
Jasmy will
yeah,
create money out of thin air because data will be created out of thin air using all
Yeah.
devices. So all that data will be valuable depending on how accurate the sensors in those devices are. Now you can have faulty sensors that can give false reading. You can have a faulty GPS that has a delay. So these things can malfunction, but if Japan only deals in high quality technology, then their sensors are probably going to be the best. Their devices are probably going to be the best.
Jasmy is a bank. Jasmy is a bank. Will
Yep.
store the data. Okay, and they said it. We are targeting Japan and Asia market, because the other side, okay, in the West, they will never give their data, okay, to the Japanese people, even if they're allies for United States or Europe. Okay, every country will control his own data, but the main function for it is really a secure way, and it is not like the believe me, like there is like Chinese companies or Indian companies have maybe advanced technology than Jasmy, but in the business world you need the credibility. And how can you gain this credibility? By you having like a really a professional management team. And this is why the CEO of Sony became the CEO of Jasmy. People, Apple want to deal with someone that they know, they can trust, they can talk in a closed door about their plan together. This is how the business uh, going on. It's not about that you are a good have a good project. Like most of the famous project or the application in the world, it is not created by the company that now. For example, Google Earth. Do you know that Google Earth, it is not by Google? It was
Is that
by a
really?
company. Yeah, it was. I swear, in 2002. This is what make me like really have uh, obsession about mapping, because I use it in 2002. It was a company called K Hall. Okay, K Hall. If you want to search about it, and then suddenly Google, because Google, like, everyone know Google, okay, and then Google have the Google Earth, okay. So most of those famous thing in the world, it is not by the famous company that we know.
Yeah, they use other companies and they hire these other companies under contract. What makes the property that they create the property of Google? That's why every time Elon Musk makes something new, he goes, "Hey, I've created this." No, Elon Musk, you didn't create it. Your technicians and your architects created it. You just have your brand name on it. That's all, because you funded it, and that's how
Yeah,
it goes. Ownership, slave masters, basically.
yeah.
Part of the
Yeah,
game, bro.
just change the name
all
of that.
all the science, all the business in the world, it's a tool. It's the tool for the governance. In order, because if you have more advanced technology, you are like more advanced than the other. That this is mean you have a big dick. Okay, so like United States wanna be powerful than China. China wanna be powerful than. So this is how the things. And at the end of the day, the business itself is stop it. We want to have the consumers. Okay, the end user. Who's the end user? Those naive people who's, I'm happy I have my iPhone 14. He don't have a fucking clue what is in his device. Okay, like people like became so consumer,
All they
and they
care
be,
about, all they care about is, oh look, this new Snapchat filter changes my
yeah.
face like this. AI, look, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, he
Being
don't know. He don't know the face recognition technology. He don't know what is the technology in iPhone itself. For example, people talking about iPhone, Apple, Jasmy. The main player is the cloud company. Amazon have the best cloud company in the world. Alibaba now, the Chinese one, have the most advanced cloud technology. And when we talk about the cloud technology, okay, which is by Amazon, Apple, or Alibaba, we are talking about Jasmine, okay, because of the cloud technology, you can use your digital twin things. You can create this virtual data server. So like it's everything is connected, and I am 100 sure that the crypto have a future, not because I read paper, because politically, okay, the government of the world will never allow a market to grow up for more than 10 years. It was $2 trillion market, okay, because they know it is the future. So now the gaming, they just get rid of like the gamblers, okay, just get out. We are building something unique, okay, but we will never make you millionaire. So imagine that one person have like 10 billion of jasmine, and this became $100. Okay, he will be like Elon Musk with nothing. No, it is not you. You must go out.
Yeah,
Yo, there's a pancake swap for Jasmy coin. Is that a real one?
Pancake swap
Yeah, pancake swap. Yeah.
for
Here,
jasmine.
yeah. It's on the BSC side though. It's weird.
I don't have
I think
like.
it's a rug. Kind of looks like one to me. I'm gonna go through the contract and we'll go over. But like this contract looks weird.
Yeah, because this
Oh wait.
decentralized exchange, like Jasmy, will deal with one company, but I am not talking about it until like until the time will come, because I know exactly Jasmy partnership with a company, okay, that
Just
they
tell
have.
us, bro.
Not now because they don't have a
Bro,
full income.
we've been giving you alpha, bro. Like
yeah,
you
that's
leave
okay, man.
me
It's
like
okay,
this,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
man.
what is this? I thought we were cool, bro.
Hey, man, you're the original
No,
mango.
yeah, this is how we play the game. because
Singularity
that,
X, bro.
you know why? You know why? Because we
Singularity
have
X,
like
bro.
a really little budget, so we want Jasmy to we want to make a profit in Jasmy, because if I talk about this company, people will focus on it. They will make the price go up,
we're not
and
going to
you
focus
don't
on it.
have.
We're not going to watch this stream for that long, man. Come on, we're like half an hour into the stream, but we're
Okay,
about an
so
hour.
do you want me to tell
Say, man, just
about
say.
this company?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Bro,
so
tell us, bro. We've been giving
okay,
you alpha, bro.
okay, you know that I am really good in searching. So there is a partnership like 4 or 5 months ago with a little company called mystico. Okay,
My
my
sickle?
mystico,
Mystical.
mystico. Yeah, with
Oh,
Jasmy.
mystical. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know this mystico network.
Yes.
Okay, so just like people like, and then I deep dive in it. Okay, so this is if you know Zcash. Okay.
It's a layer zero in it.
Yeah, so Zcash, what's Zcash do? It's the most privacy. It will give you privacy. So if you send me your address for your wallet, it is not your address wallet because it have two double. The one that you are dealing with the bank or whatever, and then you have another one. You can send it to the people. It's like a mirror for it. This is why Zcash is the most powerful coin in the world, and like
Zcash?
yeah, Zcash, Zcash.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
nah,
okay.
I don't like Zcash personally, bro.
No,
I'm a
no,
Monero maxi. I'm sorry, bro.
no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Monero, and there is another one like 4 or 5 or 6. Even there is a frog from Zcash. I'm talking about the concept. Okay, the
Ah,
concept. Yeah, Zcash. If you are a bank, okay, in the United States, and you want to send something, okay, to your allies, you will never send it in Ethereum and Binance. Everyone know that there is $1 trillion went to Ukraine. Okay, so you need a Zcash, okay, to send this money, and nobody knows about it. Okay, so but this is a proof of work, which mean that the regulator will never track it. So if there is a hacking for the system, the government cannot track it. This is why Mystico came and Jasmy have a partnership. It is like Zcash, but it have a double security, and also they will have the uh, centralized exchange like Uniswap and BanKixWay by them. Okay, so you can trade in this network and nobody knows who you are. You still with me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
So
So I got a
yeah,
question actually. It's using ZK Snarks, right?
no, it is on. It's a new uh, crypto, a blockchain, and they are still waiting for the ISO.
Universal. It's a
Okay. Yeah.
universal Web3 protocol and
Yeah.
SD,
Yeah.
not
But
privacy coin,
the
not
coin.
on infra, but the ultimate Web3 connectivity and privacy infra.
Yeah.
Ooh, infrastructure.
The
Via
coin.
EAAS, privacy
Yeah.
as SDK.
Yeah. The coin itself. They didn't issue the coin till now. They didn't put the coin. So there will be pre-sale for it, and then it will go to the market. This is this is why I'm not talking about it. If we have a chance, okay, to jump in from the beginning, this will be like a really, really good project to talk about.
Should start now then.
What is it built in? Is it built in EVM?
I
We'll get
don't know the
more.
technology about it, but if Jasmy go with them and partner with them, this is mean Jasmy already made the homework for us.
Okay.
Yo, wait there. I'm gonna get spy on.
Whatever. They know everything about us. It's over. It doesn't really matter anymore.
What?
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. Like, if you're playing against nation states and shit, bro, like, it's like, there's no way to hide, really. Like, you're playing against people who have blank checks. That's like that's the problem with this kind of system. Like, there's too much capital in the hands of a few and everything that they can like kind of run the world, right? That's just how it is.
Yeah,
But
Jasmy, think about it like this. Jasmy is not for us. Okay, it is for financial institution. It is for big companies. This is why they are using tools. They are using partners who can provide a unique service for those big partners. So this is why so imagine they are partner with the mystico thing, and they still don't have a coin in the market. Why they are doing that? Why are they doing that? Because mystico will give the regulator. They built the blockchain in a way that the regulators, the government can track uh, uh, the transaction without revealing the identity of the person who are using that. So this is a unique thing. So yeah, because this money laundering things, and Japan have like really sensitive about that. So uh, so yeah, if you wanna track things and you have your doubts about something, come and check it, but we will still keep your privacy as your client. Nobody can if it is a specific one, okay, have a problem, they can give them the access for it, but the rest of the clients, nobody can know anything about them.
you got it. So there's like transparent transactions on this, right? Like you can see that if I give you like a view key or the view key of its transaction, right? Like it's similar to
From
zk start.
Polygon, Binance, Ethereum,
Bridges are
Avalanche.
always risky though. Like I'm always wary about bridges because you can hack those easily.
Yeah, as I told you, not you and me are doing the homework. Jasmy did the homework. Okay, they
Gotcha.
can go with it. Yeah, so it's basic. Why should I care about who they are? Jasmy, they did their homework in order to partner with them.
See, okay.
Yeah, it's basic. This is how you deal with things. I know this company have a huge potential. Okay, and they will play the same game. The coin will come with a high price, and they will drop it to make a liquidity. Okay, so we just know before the coin even issued, we know that mystico will have a future. Okay, and then Maya or Spy can follow the chart and said, now it's a game. They will liquidate people. So now we can trade with them, because if you have a genius guy who predicts the psychology of the chart, okay, I can put like $1,000, I make it $10,000, and I will sell. I will never stick with this coin. I because they will need like 1 year to 2 years just to make a liquidity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the stuff.
Just trying to figure out if you can build on it already.
You got wallet on there as well. You got
So
the
it's
white
is it using like a proof of work system?
No, no,
Just
they are not. They are not. Because if you go to their website, they have a compare between them and zcash and the coin that you love, Monero, and
yeah.
like two other things, and they make a compare exactly what they are doing. So zcash is a proof of work, which is good because it's space one, like the layer one of the a crypto world. But they said no, we are not a proof of work, but we are a proof of a privacy, like a zero privacy
Okay.
or something like that. Which is this is the unique about them. We are like Zcash, but the government should not afraid from us. We will cooperate with you because this is the game. I said it many times. In order to have a decentralized internet, it must be run by a centralized company. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will go for a little bit. Maybe if you still I here, I will join you again. Okay.
Cool. I'll see you
Okay.
in a bit, bro.
Okay.
Damn, bro. This is cool.
But it's interesting. I'm just looking at this mystico.
Let us keep it
Mm.
between us, guys. Let us keep it between us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about anything, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, man. We speak about this in the other channel, in the
Yeah.
Discord private, the private one.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
And then we'll make a presentation about it, but make a good one.
I'm just trying to figure out more about this thing. Although they're
This
not
is
Monero.
the base layer of Web3 with both connectivity
Admit
and
it,
confidence.
admit it, guys. I'm a fucking genius.
You're a fucking genius, bro. Multi-chain
You-
privacy, affordable
Yo,
privacy, accessible privacy, health
yo,
privacy.
I'm gonna call you Top H now, yo. You wait, Top U. I'm gonna call you Top U, yo. Top Uber, bro, right here.
What is yeah.
Yo, this is my top Uber, bro. Yeah, let's go. Okay. But this is.
But I'm looking at this, man. This looks real good.
Are you looking to build on it, bro? Like, if you can, because like I'm looking at it from like a point of where I can build it, but like it seems to me that you have to set up nodes rather than if it's not a proof of work system or anything, you just need to set up like a bunch of miners and everything they're gonna mine. But if these guys are
they make all this stuff complicated for a reason. So then
playing around with it right now.
they deliberately make it complex for a reason, man. I want to start businesses that are not part of the system. That I can just, I want to make a phone production company. I've already got my company, but my fucking company has been striked off because I've just had loads of shit going on, and I haven't bothered with it. I'm just upgrading my kit first, and then I'm gonna register again and get shit done. Got a few partnerships I've been doing. Learned a few lessons, wasted time on projects that people wanted to change last minute, and I just can't be arsed with that shit. So I'm just focusing on
that
what works. I'm doing my trial and error at the minute, and I'm focusing on what works.
Are you doing DeFi?
No, I do documentaries and music videos, and I manage music networks, and I manage this network for the jasmy.
When you say music networks, what do you mean specifically?
My media, MEYE media, or my.
Yeah, no, I don't know actually.
But on YouTube, it's my media, and I do I post it in the music part of the Discord on the side. Some of my stuff. I do music videos for people. I do documentaries and film events as well, music events. Some good artists as well, man.
Nice.
I'm just gonna upgrade my kit though, so I can get I'm getting a 360 camera next, and then I'm gonna be filming events in 360, like the whole fucking venue. Edit it later. Yeah, when I get all my shit proper, man.
No.
I've just moved into a new place, man. I moved from a fucking place where it was just fucking nuts, man. Like every day I felt like punching the neighbor's fucking place off.
Sounds like a
And
normal
I held it in for so long. I held it in, and one day I went to take my dog for a walk, and they come at me, and then I just fucked up the guy. But I got jumped by a few people, man, and then they arrested me instead of the fucking junkie, crackhead, alcoholics, man.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, man. Moved into a better place. My neighbors are lovely. We all keep ourselves to ourselves.
That's good.
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I've got my fucking. I've been getting on with shit, man. Getting projects done.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
got
just looking
another
over the
few-
tax records for fucking Jasmy and shit, bro. These guys are fucking brilliant as fuck, bro. They get a deduction of up to 25% of the eligible investment in qualified venture companies. Wow. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
What's that? Jasmy, what?
Yeah, Jasmy. Okay, so like I'm looking at the open innovation tax incentive. It shows that there's a deduction equivalent of up to 25% in qualified venture companies. So all the companies that they invested in, they literally get a deduction of up to 25%.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So they're making 25% profit.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that like what happened on the chart at $4.
Plus more if Jasmy climbs and booms, they're making more than 25% profit.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I think they'll execute the play at $4 at April 1st, 2022.
April 1st, 2022, yeah?
Yeah, that's regarding the fiscal
When
year.
the tax, people start paying the
Yeah.
tax in April, yeah. And I've
Yeah,
noticed the pattern. I've noticed the pattern on all the charts. What happens around April every year? Look at all the crypto charts exactly at that moment in time, April. And every 4 years there's a leap year in the market, so the market goes down every 4 years. Sometimes it pumps for 4 years straight.
Yeah, it's quite fascinating actually.
And the crypto
Like,
market does its own thing. It's not doing what the traditional markets are doing. But when the traditional markets are down, crypto goes down. Since COVID started, the market dumped, and it's been up since it dumped. But it's still down. It's still lower than what it used to be, but it's still up from what it was from where it fell. Now they're gonna do that again. It's gonna dump again because they're gonna do another lockdown. So traditional markets gonna dump, and everything's gonna go into the trackable crypto markets. It's all crypto.
I can see it.
They're already doing it with Amazon. All the deliveries, even the warehouse, the robots are scanning the QR codes on the packages to sort out where they need to be distributed to. It's a robots doing work. So this is in the Amazon factories. No humans at all. The sorting robots of the parcels are just robots, and they just carry the parcels from one place to another. And there's loads of robots, and not one of the robots ever crash into each other. They move in perfect synchronization. Not one robot is ever late. Not one robot ever needs a break. Doesn't
Yeah,
complain about
and
the
they're
work.
infinitely scalable.
Man, these employees are so lovely. I thank you. Imagine the manager. Yeah, fuck those
now get
humans.
the fuck
Fuck
out.
those humans. Hey, don't worry.
Bro.
You got welfare that can look after you guys.
Yeah, sorry about
That's
that. No
that's the
refund.
aim. They're trying to get everyone dependent on the government. So then we become like a hive, like a herd colony. That's why they feed everyone bullshit to get everyone gullible at the minute, and everyone's well gullible. It's actually like hilarious, but it's not a funny thing to laugh about because it's fucking serious, man.
It is. It's a fucking sham, bro. We're getting
Hey,
scammed.
you need these jabs, even though they had a presentation just before everything even happened. It's called Event 201. If you go on YouTube,
Yeah.
you've got a
I know
full
those things,
fucking
bro.
presentation, bro. I watched it before it even got announced, and then I was like, oh man, look at who these are official people as well. I've researched the people, and I was like, nah, man, this is fucked up. I told
Yeah,
my
100%.
mate, I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen yet. Get a fucking gas mask. I don't know what kind of gas mask you need. Probably an air assisted one. I don't know. But yeah, man. Next thing you know, January happens. A few months later, and everyone's got to wear face diapers. It's funny. It's funny. Like I said, man, that South Park episode is comedy. That COVID episode is hilarious.
Yeah, we got scammed, bro.
We didn't get scammed. Only the people that went along with it and got the jibber jabber. I ain't
Oh
getting
yeah,
it.
they definitely got scammed. It's over.
I've not even had that shit put down my nose yet. I've never had anyone
Fuck
try to
that
swab
shit.
mine.
Fuck that shit. I refuse to
I've
bend.
never had anyone swab my
Fuck
nose.
my dick.
I went to a building before, and he's like, "You gotta put a mask on." I'm like, "I'm not restricting my fucking breathing. I'm not putting a mask on." He goes,
I
"All
like
right, use."
breathing, bro. It's
He goes,
fucking
"All
great.
right, use the hand gel." I'm not putting some unknown liquid on my hand. How do I know it's hand gel?
It's all a scam, bro.
What? And then I was like, "What are you doing at your home if you're that scared?"
Right? Can you imagine that, bro?
Oh shit!
It's crazy to think about.
Any religious person I knew, I was just like, "Don't worry, man. God's got you in it."
Yeah, repent, bro. Repent.
This is the Kraken. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, but it's kind of crazy how politics has turned into games
Fuck that shit.
and finance has turned into fun tokens.
Yes.
Gradually, they're gonna start releasing the CBDC, centralized digital currencies. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
no,
fun.
they're getting stopped right now, at least for a bit and everything, until the SEC clears them. Because right now the SEC is going through a bunch of
I am
shit.
hearing that they're gonna have expiration dates on coins
What do you mean exploration?
if they're not spent. They
Wait,
expire. Have you not heard?
which one?
There's I don't know. I've heard it a few places about a few different countries' coins. They're gonna. I think China's one of them. They're gonna have it so it expires, so you can't save it. You've got to spend it. You've got to use it.
Yeah.
Make use
Yeah.
of it. Interesting.
Can you imagine burnable money?
Man.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
If burnable money. Think about that.
Right?
Think about that. If the money gets burnt, that country's currency is going to be worth more money. So if you save your money and don't spend it, the money becomes everyone becomes richer.
That's where I think the 80 trillion is going to be going. Some of it's going to be going to Japan specifically.
Oh shit! And if they do that, then they can literally manipulate the coins. They can literally hold people at ransom and say, "No, your coins, you gotta burn them." And then they burn the coins. It makes the whole country's currency become stronger. There's gonna be currency wars soon around the world. There's gonna be like people gonna be like attacking currencies, man.
No, that's what's happening right now, bro. I don't think you're noticing, are you? Like,
I don't really watch it too much, man. I haven't watched it for about at least 6 months.
good. You don't want to look at trends.
I just wait for my friends like Uber to come with the bullish news and be like, "Hey, look, we got the bullish news."
Dump it.
I used to do hard research. Like, there's a few things that he says that I've got up on my screen that I'm gonna look into, especially this network here. Especially it's a zero layer. It means it's what other things are going to be connected into. Because you got like, how many layers are there on the blockchain? Like 4 or 5 or more.
Yeah, you can build as many fucking layers as you want, bro.
But you got like bridge layers that bridge the tokens. You've got, but this is like a base layer. So it's like
Yeah.
what other things are going to be built from. So maybe this is the guys who are going to build the Jasmy network.
Yeah.
So they're going to have their own blockchain.
Uh,
And that's what they're working on. So I'm waiting for that to happen because that's going to eliminate gas fees and shit, apparently. I don't know how all that works. But yeah, man.
hey, man, it was a pleasure talking with you, bro. I gotta go deal with some shit and everything, but you have a
Yeah,
great
man.
fucking evening, all right, bro?
That's cool. That's cool. I was going to say, can I ask you one thing?
Shoot.
Do you own any NFTs?
No. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. You're smart.
Yeah,
Just
no.
checking, man.
No, I'm not gonna get scammed, bro. If like the only reason you ever use NFTs is for money laundering. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like anybody tells you otherwise, they're either dumb or they're doing it. That's it.
Yeah,
Like
man.
they're way better than shit coins, unironically, bro. But in this case, now that I figured out a little plan and everything, like this is actually fucking brilliant. You know, assuming I'm correct, and if these guys short the entire thing all the way the fuck down with their leverage positions, they liquidate themselves by having the money that they have in their funds to push up the chart even higher on their leverage positions, and then market buy all the way the fuck up. They liquidate themselves to pay back themselves the money that they initially took out of the market, and then
And that's
the
what we've
other side of
seen.
everything. What's that?
That's what we've seen a year ago. We noticed a year ago the market was getting dumped and somebody was selling Jasmy at a loss. They brought at a higher price. So the only way we can think about it was it's Jasmy itself. They was selling the coins at a loss because they don't care. They know where this project's gonna be. And we
Yes.
tested the theory, and there's a guy called Jasmy Goose. He was on our server, and he's an insider by the looks of it, because when we pointed it out, as soon as we pointed it out, he was one of the first people to react, and within minutes the coin started moving. It climbed a couple of cents. Yeah, it climbed like 4 cents. It actually boomed like really nice. And then 2 weeks later, we was like, it started going down obviously, but 2 weeks later, me and Super Beast, we was like, yeah, we definitely got an insider on our server somewhere. So we tested him. We invited him to a secret server we got, and yeah, man, we did it again. We says, look, we started posting proof of where they're selling at a loss, and we put all the, the buy orders and sell orders. We put the sheet on the screen and pointed them out. We highlighted and underscored them. And he was like, he went away for a few minutes, and guess what? The coin moved again. A few weeks later, I said to Super Beast, "It's that time again. We gotta start showing that it's manipulated." And
It is, bro. Like I'm looking at the volume, right? The actual volume is significantly less than previously before. What I've noticed is that, like, if you go on like Masari, you can check the dates from where it's actually being traded in terms of like actual real volume from like the actual big exchanges and shit. Actually,
yeah,
report the real one. Like there is a significant drop until like a little bit after. Let me pull up the chart here. But yeah, look, like I looked around, like around, I would say I think like the beginning of October. Like I mean, like the ending of October, the 31st, all the way to the 28th. There's been a significant jump in volume. $226 million, 326, 162, 129, 105, 222, and 69 million in volume. Up to this date specifically right now, right? So the
yeah,
volume is actually picking up right now. So I think that they're preparing to do something because there was a lot of accumulation
okay,
here, right? And what I believe to be the case is that like what they did was they pumped it up, right, and then they dumped it on themselves so that they could remove the liquidity. They could remove some liquidity, which I believe in this case that guy that you're talking to, he's associated to Binance in some way, shape, or form because Binance is the market maker. And what my theory was, like, if they wanted to, they could bring this up to $2 quite easily, because if Binance controls the majority of the supply, what they can do is
yeah,
that they send money to all the other exchanges that have books open. So all the buy, like it's gonna be like, let's say your buy order is up to 172, right? What they do is that they would buy out the book on all of the other exchanges and shit. And then they have other wallets then which will then come in and then set the market rate for the price of the asset themselves, which is at $2. Then they buy it from themselves, right? It automatically sets the price at $2, right?
yeah, yeah,
Unless someone dumps it down. But then all they got to do is sell it back up all the way to 2. When that happens, the book fills up on the perpetual side because the exchanges have to match the spot and the perpetual. There can't be too much arbitrage difference, right? So
yeah,
everybody's going to, the Binance is going to set the mark price at 2 because they control most of the tokens. They're going to set it at 2. It automatically goes to 2, and this shit just explodes, right?
yeah, yeah.
That's my theory behind like what they're like potentially planning to do, because like in terms of like market making, whatever, as long as you control enough of your supply, you win, right? And then
Yeah.
like
What I noticed when Jasmy moves the most, the day before it moves, we have like very low volume, like the volume's completely dead. So you know, like the average volume that it shows you on trading view, it will be below the daily average, like really low. So and it will look like it's a dying project, and you'll have the most FUD talk as well, also on Twitter. And that's when Jasmy starts doing these little mad climbs. It happened from the 4 cent to the 33 cent.
Yeah.
That happened pretty fast as well. That climb did. That happened really fast. It happened in a matter of a few days. And the rest of the market wasn't moving the same way. And at that moment in time, everyone says Jasmy was doing its own thing. Wasn't following Bitcoin, wasn't following Ethereum, it's doing its own thing.
Yeah.
So the fundamentals of Jasmy are not based on the same fundamentals as these other projects out there. It's based on something completely different, but still related, because all crypto is just data on electronic devices. So crypto itself is just data, and Jasmy is the value behind data. So Bitcoin has a completely different value that's based on something else. I think it's based on gold. Ethereum has its value based on something else. And Jasmy's value is based on the value of data. And that's what it's building. It's building its own market.
Subject to compliance.
But yeah, man, I'll let you get off, man. I'll let you get off. It's been good
My
talking to
apologies,
you, man.
bro.
It's always a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure to have you here, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Always
I'm
got
happy
good
to be here,
info.
bro.
Yeah, man.
I hope you have a great evening, bro. Take care of yourself, but yo, we should have this more often, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Whenever you want to do a little talk, just join the voice channel and just share the invite into general chat. Do the @ sign and type everyone, and it will literally send a message and notify everyone that you're in the voice channel, and they can join you then.
Absolutely.
Just feel
Wicked,
free.
bro.
Just feel free to do that, and also feel free to share out on your Twitter about the Discord and stuff as well. Get more people in.
Gotcha. All right, bro. Take care.
Man, take care, man. Take care. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.